Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Good to see ya. What's up, Stone Raid? How are you doing today? Thank you. Pino, Offspring, Dragon Bones, Devil, congratulations on finishing up the semester. Darks, Dude Bro, Man Guy, Dante, welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing today? We are, we're taking around with some more Alchemy. I'm kind of a little bit addicted to Key of the Archive. Ever since we won with Approach of the Second Sun in the Mono Black deck yesterday, I kind of want to see what else you can do with this card, because it's just such a weird, wild card. So today, got a couple of different plans. And some backup decks. I think we're going to start. Hey, what's up, Labrador? How are you? Daniel from Brazil. Good to see ya. So I think we're going to start with this, this key ramp deck, where the idea is we can use Settle the Wilds to find our key. We have Teleportation Circle to blink the key, but what we're really trying to set up is this kind of late game loop where we can Cyclone Summoner, bounce everything, pick up our Key to the Archive, pick up our Teleportation Circle, replay Key to the Archive, replay Teleportation Circle, blink the Cyclone Summoner, and then we just have this loop where every single turn we're bouncing everything and tutoring up something with Key, which seems pretty unbeatable for a lot of decks. So that is a deck I want to try. I also have this deck that is really all in on Key. This Key Blink deck, which I want to see what happens if you really try to blink the Key, where it's playing like Geist Waves, it's playing Into the Royals, it's playing Divide by Zeros, where the goal, Hullbreaker Horror at the top end of the curve, where the goal is to play Key and bounce it and just keep tutoring stuff up. Of course, Teleportation Circle too. So those are on the list. There's also like Burn. We still haven't got 2 Necro Zombies with the upgrades. There's this really bad Ogler deck that maybe we try. There's Gutmorn. There's Red White Equipment. So we got Gone Fishing we haven't got to. We haven't really played Grixis Thieves, but we're starting with Key to the City, and then we're going to jump around. No Yari ain't allowed in this format. It's not legal. Oh, Summoner's Cast? Oh, boo! Wizards! Well, okay. Well, disregard all those cool things that I said, but it'll still be sweet. Trust me. Are you enjoying Alchemy so far? Do you think the hate is unwarranted? Yes and no. I am enjoying Alchemy so far, but I do think at least some aspects of the hate is warranted. Like, it is making Arena way more expensive, and Arena is already too expensive. It is hurting people's historic decks for no real reason. So I think, yes, I'm enjoying Alchemy, but also, yes, people are justified to be upset about some of the things Alchemy has done. So that's both. It can be both in this case. So how is everyone doing today? So anyway, let's do our reminders and talk about this deck. And as we go along, we can talk about Bear. He's not here right now. He ate through my microphone cord today, which was fun. So that was the Bear update for the morning. We talk about Kamigawa spoilers. Did you hear Thursday Kamigawa spoilers start? Not start, but they're doing a WotC stream showing off Kamigawa stuff. So already getting into spoiler season before the holidays. We can talk about our holiday plans. I gotta see. I don't know what's going on holiday week. So at Goldfish, also Wizards does this. A lot of times we kind of like more or less take off the last week of the month, last week of the year between Christmas and New Year's, which I think we're gonna have stuff going up on the YouTube still. But I don't know. It might be a weird week. I still kind of want to do a Storybook Brawl stream. It might be a holiday stream as a bonus thing during the week off. If you don't want to see it, that's fine. But I got some codes I can hand out to y'all, and I've been enjoying Storybook Brawl, so we might try some Storybook Brawl the end of the year. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be super fun. Anyway, let's do our reminders, and then talk about this deck, and then start playing some Magic, and then as we go along, we can talk about all that stuff and more. So, replay YouTube, that's where you can find the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 more gets your message read on stream. Normal YouTube, we got some Crim video action going up today. There's shorts going up, a sweet short about, did you know the story about Time Walk? Did you know that was an actual thing? I didn't know that was it. I was doing research because I find like old card stories really interesting. Ooh, that would be a good time for a movie week. I find, we got a new donation as well. A new donation from Majora Did Something Wrong. $5 or nothing wrong. Something wrong, nothing wrong. $5 donation. Hey, Seth, I want to say you as a streamer probably have the best impact on the game as a whole. No name, drama, but some other modern streamers with large followings are perpetually toxic, perpetuating toxic attitudes that make me want to quit Magic. Luckily, you're here. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Majora. I mean, I'm not a fan of toxic attitudes. I think if you're messing around and memeing on Tron players or whatever, I think stuff like that's fine. But if you're actually having toxic attitudes about things, I think that's a negative for the community. So I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the kind words as well. Thank you so much. Otherwise. I'm not. I don't even want to. I was tempted to be like, wait, who's that? Who's being toxic? But I don't even want to. That's not what we're about here. We're about not being toxic. So I'm sad other people might be being toxic, but we're just gonna have fun and we're gonna play Magic and have a good time this afternoon. So hey, what's up, Chimko? How are you? Otherwise. Clean out Richard's Garage, merch page, tons of cool stuff to pick up there. We already did donations. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards for paper, you can't get Alchemy cards, unfortunately, because they don't exist. But if you need some paper cards, you can get it from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, by heading over to cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. Get a Beast Whisperer in Orvar, which I almost put Orvar in one of these decks. I think it's a horrible idea. What do you think about Orvar in this deck? I'm getting sidetracked during our sponsorship thing. I really wanted to try. I really wanted to play Orvar. My experience with Orvar has been that it just dies and it's not all that strong. But Orvar seems hilarious in this deck. Can you imagine Orvar, when you target a permanent you control with the instant sorcery, you get to copy it. Orvar in this deck, we can use Geist Wave to target our Key to the City, get a copy of Key to the City, and bounce the Key to the City to reuse it. You can into the Royal. You can divide by... I think I've talked myself into it. Maybe we just add Orvar to this deck. For better or worse. I mean, maybe it's horrible, but you know how sweet that would be? Oh my goodness. If it worked, it would be so sweet. But anyway, our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Get a free sticker. Head over to cardkingdom.com/MTGGoldfish. Thank you to them for supporting the show. And that is our... Should we add Orvar to this deck? Give me your vote, chat. Are we adding it? Are we adding it? Phil is super not toxic. Phil is like the friendliest. I like Phil a lot. Phil's just a really happy, nice guy. At least as a fun of. I kind of want to just build around it. But anyway, let's start with this ramp deck for Moriat. Ooh, wait, Moriat? What is Moriat? Moriat copies any permanent? I have no idea how to spell Moriat, so I'm going to do it that way. All right, Moriat of the Frost. Enters the battlefield as a copy of any permanent except its legendary in snow. Ooh. And it's right on curve with Archive. Wow. I mean, we could go deeper. We could go deep. Let's get rid of this. Oh, boy. Okay, I think you talked me into this. I think we're doing this. We're adding Orvar. So we're having... This is the worst idea. Oh, my goodness. We're going to get so wrecked. But, if this works even a single time, it's going to be so awesome. Okay. We got a plan. We Key to the City. We Moriat the Key to the City. We Orvar. Maybe we don't go 4 and 4. That might be too much. Maybe we go 2 and 2. What else can we cut? Maybe something. What about that? But then we got to add green mana. Oh, that does sound absolutely hilarious, though. I wonder if it'd be better. Mythos is no longer in the format, unfortunately. If we played Historic, we could play Mythos. There's not a lot of ways to copy permanents. I considered Lithoform Engine, but boy, you need a lot of mana. You gotta get up to 8 mana. You need to... It would be so sweet, though. You gotta get up to 8 mana, cast the key. I guess once you get a key going, you can copy future keys, which would be hilarious. Maybe we should add that, too. Maybe we just go all in. All in on all the things you do with... All the things you could do with it. I mean, will we ever win with this deck? Probably not. But if we ever do win with this deck, it's going to be so amazing. Oh, can we add Lithoform Engine too? Are we just ruining this deck? Probably. Is it worth it? Hopefully. I mean, it does seem sweet. Okay, Lithoform Engine. Maybe we need the... Okay, you know what we should be doing? I think we're doing this wrong. I think, all right, let's discard these changes. What we need to be doing is we need to be playing these cards in the rampy build, I think. The rampy build seems a lot easier to do this stuff. Maybe we, don't play the Cyclone Summoners. The ramp build seems like it has a more realistic chance of actually finding these pieces. If we play these cards in the ramp build, then we might actually get to 8 mana to be able to to cast and copy a key with a Lithoform Engine or whatever. That's probably the smarter way to go about it. Calm down, really. Oswald is... It's hard to make a full Oswald curve. That's kind of the problem. Although this build can't really support Orvar. That's kind of the issue there. It can support Lithoform Engine. It can support Moriat. We could try something like that. This gets what? Cards mana value 5 or less, so it can get Lithiform Engine. Settle the Wilds can find RP. You know what? Let's just try it. Let's try a game. Let's try a game and see what happens, and we'll go from there. Initially, I had Teferi in that deck, but then we cut the Teferis to play the Jakey cards. So I think, I mean, it's probably better with Teferi, but I think it's funnier this way. Oh my, I cannot find X on Arena anymore. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, key ramp in the middle somewhere. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try and we'll go from there. Hey, what's up, Doggy Myth? How are you? So how is everyone this fine Tuesday afternoon? Is anyone doing anything crazy for the holidays, or is everyone traveling and whatnot? I mentioned, so last week of the year, I don't really know what our schedule is going to be like for streaming. Probably won't have normal streams, but might do some special stuff. Cube will be up. There will be, oh, the Honolulu standoff is so funny. I really want to do a short of that, honestly. That's something that's on my list of shorts. I don't know if I can do it all in a minute, but the story is like really, really hilarious. Obviously not real, but still hilarious. All right, we'll find our pieces eventually. Yeah, the new update on Arena is a smidge on the clunky side. So white, blue. You know, we'll go green. And we will scry Floor Heater into the bottom, pass the turn. After less than a week, I'm completely disappointed with what Alchemy has done to the game. Interesting. What are you disappointed about? We put this on green, right? All right. What are you disappointed about? I'm actually curious. Have you mentioned to Tomer how Key to the Archive is a worse Heater in Archive because it only loots instead of drawing down? The problem is Tomer doesn't really play Alchemy, I don't think. I don't think Tomer plays much Arena other than to draft a bit. Oh. Okay. So that's pretty good. Land. Key to the Archive. Find us something good. Find us, well, the countdown. Is it 1? We might actually just be able to win with this, honestly. Discard the Skyclave. Oh, we're doing it again. Maybe this card's just broken. So what is your criticism? Fish is bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think this is going to actually be really sweet. We can play the land, approach of the Second Sons, start the countdown. Alchemy has introduced more snowbally cards than ever. There are some snowbally cards that I dislike. That is true. I do agree with that. Hey, thank you, Madison One. It's a good beard day. And now, this card is so weird. The question is, do we want a 5 or do we want a 6? I think we want a 6. I think we play this. We settle. Put a Unreal. No. Oh no. Oh, did we cut it? Oh. I thought we had Storm the Festival. Did we cut Storm the Festival when we added more yet? I thought getting a 6 was going to get us Storm the Festival, and then we'd be in business, but apparently no. Yeah, Seeking does not shuffle, so it doesn't ruin our approach. Bonanza to 17. The count. Whoa. Oh no. What happened? Where'd our... Uh-oh. Oh, it only gets permanent, so that's what the problem was. What happened to our settle, though? Oh, dear. Okay, well, we're going to cast this. This definitely is going to ruin our settle. Clone Crafter and land. We clone a witch. We play the witch. Well, now I have... Oh, that's a fake land. You know what? We're going to hold on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I guess we got a 9, 10. All right, we're going We're gonna pass. Well, now we have no idea where our where our finisher is. Yeah, so one of the things I've noticed is Settle the Wilds is like kind of bugged, where it adds this unreal land to your hand that isn't really there. Approach was a 6 card. It just wasn't showing flip. Visual bug. Oh, okay, I got you. That makes sense. Well, block here. Block here. Take our beats. Well, we could just draw the approach. The approach is anywhere. It's at the bottom. It's anywhere. It could be the top card. The countdown is at undetermined at the moment. Because Seek could have gotten something ahead of behind the second sun you don't know. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So I gotta not reveal it, but it's still there. What a weird mechanic. This is a bug. The lands are a bug. They're definitely a bug. So how's everyone been for the last 21 hours since we've been hanging out? You put on the bottom with Storm the Festival. Ooh, okay. Oh, so I guess, yeah, okay, you are right. We did actually put it straight up to the bottom. You know something I'm intrigued by that maybe we should try building? Let me know what you think of this idea. So yesterday, we tried playing a Blood Artist Aristocrat deck. What if we do iTwitch Tribal Aristocrats? Seems somewhat similar to what our opponent's doing. But what if we go iTwitch, Shambling Ghast, Cursebound Witch, stuff that sacrifices to draw cards, the Blood Artist effect, Meat Hook Massacre, Fellstinger. Like, that seems like it could be a sweet mono black deck. I could see that actually working. Hey, what's up, Winzo? Because our blood token version did not work very well. So opponent gets a bunch of cards, hits us to 10. We do get to spin the wheel again. Oh my god, we just keep spinning the wheel. Well, land on green. Storm the Festival. We're just gonna storm the festival until eventually we do find our approach to the second suns. Or we could just spin into another one. We'll take Lightning Bolt, discard Lightning Bolt. We're just gonna keep spinning. Eventually, if we spin enough, we will find another approach to the second suns and be able to win. Are we playing fake MTG? We are. CBG's just made mono black sack deck with that concept. Interesting. Did it work? Hey, what's up, Winter Milan? How are you? Could you build an anti-Ragavan tribal deck for Modern? It's been a long time coming. Oh, that's actually kind of a fun idea. Although I don't actually think it's that hard to build an anti-Ragavan deck. Yeah, let's just chump. I don't think it's that hard because it's really just a 2-1. Hey, what's up, Aussie Dave? Good to see ya. I'm doing well today. Oh my god. So this morning. Oh my god. So chat, you gotta tell me how bad of an idea this is, because it might be a very bad idea. So here's something I tried this morning. So I have this invisible fence for Bear. Bear's getting big. He needs to be able to go and like play outside by himself. That's something I've been trying to get set up. So I bought this invisible fence. It's kind of like a wire that you gotta run around, and it goes back to itself. So I was thinking, bearing it is going to take a lot of effort. How bad of an idea is it to just like kind of walk the wire around the perimeter of my property and kind of let it just sit there for the time being, so he can use it now instead of waiting until I actually find the time to go bury this around like an acre of property or whatever? Is that a horrible plan? Is it just going to get destroyed? Does anyone have any experience with such things? Well, storm the festival. Hey, what's up? G Official? How are you? Well, teleportation circle's good. Innkeeper, I guess? Not a great idea, could easily get destroyed. So, like, most of it is, well, it's winter, so there's not going to be any lawn mowing in New York at the moment, thankfully. So I'm good on the lawnmower front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's just Skyclave. I mean, this is kind of working. Get rid of the Edgar, gain some life. Pass the turn. No attack. I mean, we're winning with this approach to the second suns eventually. That is what is going to happen. Blanket. Lightning Helix. Discard a Sorcerer's Broom. Oh, we cannot spin into... we cannot spin into the win. Can't spin it to win it. What does it do if he tries to cross it? So it beeps. And then if he actually... I think how it's set up is, once he gets within 4 feet of it, it'll beep and tell him to get back. And then if he actually persists and tries to cross it, I think it gives him a mild shock. Ideally, that will not be necessary. The idea is that the beep is going to stop him. Hey, what's up, Magikarp? How's the food life? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of things that could hurt him. Here's leeches. So I've never used like shock collars or choke collar, any of that stuff that I've heard people talk about. That's just not something I'm... Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not something I'm interested in. All right, Moria, key to the archive. There's an approach of the second sun. Discard the land. Oh, we're getting it. It took us a lot of blinks, but we're getting it. No attacks. That's not part of it. Blink the innkeeper. Might as well get a treasure. All right, opponent. The countdown is literally at 1. The countdown is at, if we untap, we're going to approach you. I mean, I'd rather play Alchemy than Standard, personally. Not a fan of the Alchemy, Jonathan Snow. I mean, well, there's still going to be a ton of, like, Modern coming up. But I don't know, are you interested in Standard? For me, it's really a tough sell to play. I believe the deck list should have the proper versions of cards of Antibody. It's been something that Richard's been working on, but I think it's good. Well, okay. Approach you. Broken. Boycotting Alchemy. Oh, sorry, Jonathan. Well, I respect your feelings on it, and if you feel like that's the right thing for you to do, I'll miss you when we have Alchemy streams, but I can definitely respect that. I think for me, I see Alchemy with our opponent scooped. We didn't scoop. Our opponent scooped because they were getting approached. For me, I feel... I got you, Jonathan. For me, I've talked about this a bunch of times before. Oh, the reason our opponent scooped. Oh, why did our opponent scoop? If you cast 2 Approach of the Second Suns, you win the game. So you cast 1, it goes 7 cards deep. You cast the second one, then you just win the game when it resolves. So our opponent was actually dead there. Let's try these Divine Purges. They seem pretty good against our opponent's deck. Divine Purges and maybe Portable Holes. Clone Crafter, a bit hit or miss. I mean, that kind of worked, though. Other than, we might need more expensive things to settle, but otherwise, we didn't get the Lithiform engine going, but we did get to see Moria work. Wow, should we add more Lithiform engines? Lithiform engine is such a sweet card. Why do we not play more Lithiform engines? It's just so sweet. And we can go down a Doomscar, and yeah, let's go one more Clone Crafter. Try it like that. I'm watching 4 Alchemy, so know it balances out. So really, my position, and we've talked about this a few times before, is I think there's good and bad. I see Alchemy as shades of gray rather than something that would for me personally make me like boycott Arena or something. I also think I have a pretty high threshold for what it would take. I mean, there's been a lot of decisions that have happened and things that I've disagreed with, and those have not got me to boycott Magic yet. So I think it would take a lot to get me to boycott. But I see Alchemy as kind of a shades of gray thing. I'm enjoying playing the format, and I've had a lot of fun playing the format. On the other hand, there's certainly huge downsides. Like, the format is fun, the economic implications are horrible, and those really need to be fixed, and it shouldn't incidentally wreck Historic. Like, my position on Historic is, if they want to add the digital-only cards to Historic, they're already doing that. I think that's fine. But I don't think they should... I don't think that the nerf card should be impacting Historic. So the format's fun to play, but there's multiple downsides All right, so we lose our treasure, which is, ooh, more yet. So we're hoping that this settle, we would rather get key than teleportation circle. Well, okay, lithiform engine. That is something we want to see in the long run. That's on our to-do list. We're getting closer. I have a hard rule that I'm not going to spend any money on Arena. I mean, I think that's definitely reasonable. Like, I support you whatever, however you deal with alchemy. Like, different things impact people differently. Like, there were people who were boycotting over the Walking Dead Secret Lair drop. There were other people who enjoyed the Walking Dead Secret Lair drop. I don't think any of those people were wrong. Ooh. What do we want? I guess just putrefy seems fine. Get the putrefy. This is fake, so we can't discard it. We might actually get to the point where we can lithiform engine, which would be sweet. I guess we just discard Innkeeper. Yeah, we'll discard Innkeeper. That's fine. We don't need the Innkeeper anymore. Pass the turn. Play the land on white. Oh, we might have a good turn here in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got the Wrath, so we're not going to immediately be dead. Although this Rite of Oblivion is going to answer something about it. Have you considered bringing up a new and improved blue steel deck for the post-MH2 world? Ooh, I haven't thought about blue steel in a while. That's a good idea, though. What else? What else are you hyped for in Modern? So even though I know we're playing a bit of Alchemy on stream now, and there will be some on the YouTube channel, I've still been having a lot of fun. You probably noticed, like, we've had a few Modern budget magics in a row, and I've actually been having a lot of fun for some reason playing budget Modern decks recently. All right, opponent, Rite of Oblivion, gets rid of the key to the archive, boo and hiss. Opponent, hater of fun. Well... we do need to not die. So it's hitting us for 7. Oh, that's okay. Oh, we're actually super close to being dead. Well, this is awkward. Boom. Prosperous Innkeepers for days. Pass the turn, opponent adapts. Have you had any success with Omnath, Piles, and Alchemy or Historic? A little bit. I think Omnath has been powered down quite a bit, but I think it's still good. But you need to be in a deck that can support it. Like, I don't think it's any longer just like the best thing going in the format. I think it is. Well, it goes attacking Access. Wow, these Graveyard Trespassers are doing some work. I think it's a decent card in the format rather than being the best card in the format. About it. 34. Yeah, I can see the Rhino comparison. Doomscar. This is a little bit unfortunate because we're playing a deck that just has like a ridiculous amount of answers. Like, kind of an insane amount of answers. Like, not many decks are going to have a million Rite of Oblivions, and those are just, like, sniping all of our artifacts and enchantments, which are normally hard for most decks to kill, but not for our opponent's deck. Dirty Dad Jazz having out the gift subs to, oh, beautiful cover, Earsy Bursy, beautiful cover girl, and Crowley Skids. Welcome you both to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Thank ya. We do need to avoid dying. Well, let's get the lithiform engine going. Play the Scry land on whatever, black. Scry. Do not need another teleportation circle. These are Rite of Oblivions. Pass the turn. Why does our opponent have authority of the councils? No one knows. Opponent, thank you so much, Dan Chess. Technically not lethal anymore since it's been nerfed. Opponent gonna fire up Faceless Haven. Gonna go to combat. Going to attack. We will putrefy it using our treasure. Okay. Opponent passes. We draw nothing. Oh, drawing nothing's bad. That's bad. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is fun. It's not good, but it's fun. Boom. Double trouble. Teleportation circle. That's one way to get around all these Rites of Oblivion. Just make a million copies of it. But we're running a bit out of time. Untap Lithiform Engine. Nothing. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. 2 teleportation circles this week. Hey, what's up, Zach? How are you? Ooh, Lolth. Okay, that actually might have distracted our opponent from immediately killing us. Huh. I wonder if we could play Creature Lands. Creature Lands would be good. We need a payoff. We don't have a payoff. Well, Divine Purge. Get rid of the spiders. Pass the turn. Blink, nothing. Oh, we're so set up we just can't find the last piece of the puzzle, and we're losing to Hive of the Eye Tyrants and Lulls. About it. Land. Fires up the Hive. All right, we got 1 turn. We got 1 turn to find something, or we are straight up dead to these creature lands. Okay, maybe. Clone Crafter. Give us something good. Give us... Oh, it comes in... Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Just kidding. I think we punted. I forgot there's a random authority of the consoles. Portable Hole. Get rid of it. Oh, yeah, that was... Well, we'll see. Eye Twitch. Copy it. Oh, I do love Lithiform Engine. It's so sweet. All right, 2 Eye Twitches. Can this keep us alive is a question. Blink the Clone Crafter. Blink the Lithiform Engine. Copy the trigger to... Oh, that's right. Okay, we still don't have the mana. Opponent draws a card. Fellstinger is a body at least. If we had more life, it'd be good. Oh, Lithiform Engine is just like the sweetest card. So Alchemy all the time now, huh? Bummer. Not Alchemy all the time, but Alchemy, it's pretty new, and I've been having fun with it. Like, what would you like to see, Tolarian? Like, I'm curious if you're someone who doesn't want to see Alchemy. I mean, we're obviously going to keep doing Modern, but I've talked before about, like, one thing I've noticed is, in general, it seems like people want to see arena formats on stream and Moto formats on YouTube. So we still do Modern on stream, but I don't think we're going to only stream Moto formats. So what format would you prefer to see? Well, I'd love to copy that trigger if we could, but little low on... Oh, there's Key to the Archive. Huh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we copy it without dying is the question, or do we need... Oh, I don't think we can. All right, Key to the Archive. Finds us. Well, I wish we could cast that. That would be so good. Putrefy. Discard the Fellstinger. End of turn. We got to stack these triggers properly. Hit the Lolth. To death. Wow, are we going to somehow win this? So end of turn. We need this to blink first. No. We need this to blink first. This to blink second. Because we need the Clone Crafter first so we can discard what we got to the Clone Crafter. To the Archive. We get an Edgar. Blink the Archive. You know what is really, really, really funny? That is kind of making my day. Ooh, there's Approach. Gain 7 seems good. You know what's really funny is we have these Forsaken Crossroads. I played it on black without really thinking about it, but putting it on black actually is keeping us in this game. because you have to have the right colors of mana to cast the cards you get with Archive, and our Archive's tapped. So we couldn't actually cast the Putrefy, but the Forsaken Crossroads is giving us, oh, we can't copy yet. We'll copy it in the... We'll copy it in the future. Wow, okay. But we got to leave up the removal this turn. So kill Edgar. Opponent rests our board. They gain life, but we do not die. We got no lessons. We're keeping the approach because 7 life seems helpful. Ah, that's not the worst. Okay, approach. The countdown is at 7. Skyclave. Get rid of the Edgar. Blink. And blink. This is working. This is kind of working. So wouldn't be an instant win because copying Approach of the Second Sun doesn't actually work. It triggers when it's cast. It's kind of weird. Ooh. Well, all right. Demonic Tutor in the graveyard for future purposes. Oh my god, this game about it. Land. Are we gonna win this? This has been the wildest game. Yeah, his deck is like ridiculous. I can't believe we dodged that Meathook Massacre kill. And now we have, oh, I want more Lithiform engines. Lithiform engine is so sweet. So the island is from a Settle the Wilds, which is exiled now. It's an arena bug. It seeks the land of the battlefield. For some reason, Arena is also putting a copy in your hand, but it's not a real copy, so it just looks like it's there, but it's not there. So it's mostly there just to be confusing. Rite of Oblivion gets back the Meathook Massacre. Sure. And fires up the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I mean, we still do need something. Like, if we just draw a land here, it's kind of bad. I guess we'll still get a Key to the Archive, but... oh boy, this game is wild. Yeah, Settle is bugged. We are... okay, well... Save us Key to the Archive, I guess. We can copy the trigger, which is funny. Okay, so we pass the turn. We do not attack. End of turn. We blink Key to the Archive. Actually, blink Lithiform Engine. Blink Key to the Archive. Tap Key to the Archive for 2 mana. It gets blinked. Lithiform Engine, copy the trigger. This is so sweet. All right, Lithiform Engine finds us. Oh. There's the approach. But we gotta live for a turn. Yeah, I don't think Cardboard Live has Alchemy yet. Well, we're gonna take it for now. We get another look at it. The only thing I'm worried about is dying before we untap. It seems unlikely, but well, none of these cards do anything anyway, so Time Warp for the graveyard. All right, well, the countdown's at 1. Kill us if you can. We get to untap the engine. Your go about it. Can you draw something that makes us die? No. Opponent hits us to 2. Oh, this deck is so sweet. Victory is approaching. Yeah, the island's it's an arena bug. It does not actually exist. About it. Can put us to 1 by sacking the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, but still not lethal. Oh, okay, that's fine. Rite of Oblivion is like good for our opponent's deck. Sure, opponent gets a token, that's fine. Well, bad news, opponent. Your demise is approaching. Oh, let the aforementioned. No, this is a lot different. When we first tried out Alchemy. When we first tried out Alchemy, we were playing like a Inquisitor Crafton. I can't say that. Crafton. Inquisitor Captain creature build. This is a straight up just like key ramp build with very few creatures. Do we want more? So okay. Do we want more Lithiform engines is a question. Lithiform engine was so sweet once we got going. Moriat was fine. The only thing I dislike is Settle. Like, what could we play at 6 mana? What's like a 6 or 7 mana permanent? We need a 6 or 7 mana permanent that Settle the Wilds can find. That would be the one thing that I think would improve this. Orvar, we gotta try a different build because we just don't have, this build doesn't have spells to target it. We can try the other control build in a minute. And we'll add some Orvars to that one and see. That was actually really sweet though. Like that was super sweet. Coma could be a good 7. Green Warden. Avabra Caretaker. Ideally it would be something with the ETB trigger. I think that would be the oh, this card's legal now. Inspiring Commander is actually, that's a card that I've wanted in paper for so long. That would be like so good in some white Commander decks, like an expensive but super powered Mentor of the Meek. I forgot that all those cards are actually legal in the format. When it enters the battlefield, until end of turn, whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt damage, destroy it. That's not exciting. Life gain. Herd Gorger. So a bunch of random life gain stuff. You know what? That's fine. Whatever. Run it back. Let's just do sweet things. Do you want something with CMC 5 or less? So, well, what I was thinking, we got a lot of things that the deck is asking for. Because of Storm the Festival, it wants things CMC 5 or less. But because of Settle the Wilds, it kind of wants this birthing pod curve where Settle the Wilds seeks out something equal to number of lands you control. In the early game, it's great. Turn 3, it's getting Lithiform Engine, Key, Teleportation Circle, like our big combo pieces. Later, though, when we have too many lands, we might get nothing with it, which is still fine. It's not the end of the world, but Welcoming Vampire better in Commander though. Welcoming Vampire is also sweet. The thing about Inspiring Commander, let me see if I can pull it up. The thing about Inspiring Commander is it doesn't have any restriction. You don't gotta spend mana like Mentor of the Meek. It doesn't say once a turn. It's just whenever a creature power 2 or less enters the battlefield under control, draw a card and gain a life. So that opens up all kinds of potential that you wouldn't have. Like, sure, it's 6 mana, that is the drawback. It's a 6 mana 1/4, so it's not that powerful as a creature, but the effect is really, really strong. Mentor of the Meek limited by having to pay a mana for each one. Vampire limited by once per turn restriction. This doesn't have any of those restrictions. Like, I think this card would be bonkers in Commander. I really would like to see it in Commander. But no, I missed the answer to this. So what format are you, if you're one of the people who isn't excited about Alchemy, what format would you rather see? So obviously, we're still going to be playing a lot of Modern. There will still be Historic. We'll still do some Legacy and Pioneer and other formats like that on occasion. But I'm actually like curious. Really, you would prefer Standard or Apocalypse? Oh my God, Lear. Interesting. So my concern with Standard is it's so. Uh-oh. Opponent doing broken things, I see. My concern with Standard is it feels just like bad Historic. I don't know. Or bad Alchemy, rather. Like, my concern is essentially, well, let's do this. See how many counters our opponent. They shouldn't have too many counters. They are a Lear deck. So we get a land, we get Teleportation Circle. Scry land on white. But my concern is mostly, like, I feel like we're just going to play against Epiphany all the time. And after not playing against Epiphany all the time, although we might be now, but after not playing against Epiphany all the time, it's really, really, really tough sell to go back to playing against Epiphany all the time. One of my concerns about Alchemy, honestly, is that it'll keep Wizards from dealing with real Standard, essentially. Oh, don't worry. There'll still be plenty of Modern. Like, we've played a lot of Modern on the YouTube, and we'll still do Modern on the stream. It's not like we're becoming an Alchemy stream, and that's all we're gonna do for the next, 20 years. That's not the goal. Well, I guess we play the Key to the Archive. Oh, that's white. Huh. Well, take a counter spell, I guess. Discard Storm. Actually, we can discard a land, can't we? Discard a Plains. Oh, I feel like we're about to get extra turn, though. Yeah, Modern is still my favorite format. You gotta admit, the Alchemy cards are flipping cool to play with. That's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm at this point still just enjoying the crazy things you can do in this format. Well, teleportation circle. About it. I wonder what they Geist channeled. Like, something costs 2 less. I don't think we've seen it yet. Opponent counter spells. Sure. Not gonna fight that battle. We have plenty of Key to the Archives. Like, that is what our deck is good at doing. That said, I do think we get rid of their Key to the Archive. Skyclave Apparition. Cube is coming up too, so we can do some Legacy Cube in the future. Divide by 0. Well, sure. About it. Tutor from the sideboard. Yeah, that's one of the weird aspects of this. Is personally, I found it very demotivating for playing actual Standard. Mascot Exhibition. Does that need to be countered? Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to counter it, but I feel like we probably have to. All right. Yeah, I guess we got to counter it. I mean, this isn't bad. We could just storm the festival in Skyclave and then hope we don't lose to Epiphany. Don't like Epiphany. Ugh, yeah, I'm not an Epiphany fan. I really hope that Wizards doesn't shift towards Alchemy so much that they don't do whatever bans are necessary for Standard proper. I think that would be a bad thing. Well, storm the festival. I don't know if I want any of these. Prosperous Innkeeper. And, I mean, I guess Skyclave does do something. Skyclave and Clone Crafter. We're probably just cloning another Leer, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, take the Scryland. Let's do that. Scryland on black. Skyclave. Get rid of your Key to the Archive. Doomscar to the bottom. Clone Crafter. Please not Leer. Apparently our opponent only plays Leers as their only creature. Oh, no. Cube is happening on Magic Online soon. Vintage Cube always comes back for the holidays. So there will be Cube on Magic Online in the near future. I guess Leer is actually kind of sweet with the stuff that you can get with Key. Still worried they were about to just get, like, comboed. Storm the Festival. Teleportation Circle's good. Scryland on red. We have all our colors of mana to go with our keys. Okay, okay. Settle the Wilds. That's going to the bottom. Okay, okay. End of turn. Please don't get us with the combo. No epiphanies. Blink the key. Find a... regrowth, I guess. Discard a Leer. Pass the turn. Holiday Cube Stream, yeah. We'll definitely do a Cube Stream. Because Vintage Cube is really fun. There will probably be a Santa stream. That is kind of a tradition. I gotta get Bear to be an elf, but I don't know how to do it. He doesn't sit still enough. Have you ever tried to put a Santa hat on a 5-month-old on a 5-month-old puppy? It is not easy. Not easy at all. Yeah, we'll definitely do a Santa stream. The closest one to the holidays before our little holiday break will be the Santa stream. Ooh, Bear is Rudolph. Oh, that's so perfect. Key does not. So the idea of Key is it seeks anything, but it makes 2 mana of any color. So it's kind of allows you to cast the stuff that you find with Suspend 1 by itself. Huh. So, regrowth. A counterspell. Opponent. Thinking. Yeah, I don't know why they stopped on a draw step. They still seem like they're going to Magma Opus, but they're not doing it yet. Ah, that's what they gave the discount to. All right, so they're going to tap a couple lands. Make a dork, kill our stuff. Sure. But we get back a counterspell. Well, I guess this does give our opponent a kind of big board, which is scary. I mean, this is fine. We get a counterspell. We get to Doomscar our opponent's board. Oh, we don't have counterspell mana anymore, though. Huh. Well, do we do that? Now I'm actually kind of worried. How do we get the mana we need? Like, we need Key. Oh, all right, play Innkeeper. Let's go another direction. Play the Innkeeper. Get a treasure. Oh, there's no way to do it. Huh. Skyclave. The Geist Channeler. Oh, we're not gonna have counterspell mana. Oh, actually, we haven't lost. Sorry, that's from yesterday. We're actually 1-0. We've only played 1 match so far, but we're 1-0 with Approach of the Second Sus. Hey, Jess, just got here. I got a random question. If I craft a Alchemy rare, do I get a full playstat? I thought I heard that somewhere, but I'm not sure. Oh, bad news, Prater. When you craft a card, you only get 1 copy of it. So if you want a playset, you would need to craft it 4 times total. I mean, I guess we can not blink Key to the Archive this turn. That's kind of counterintuitive, but I really want to leave up this counter spell. Let's blink the Innkeeper and wait another turn. And foretell. All right, let's do that. So now we have counterspell mana. Next turn we can hopefully go back to keying. I just don't want to get got by Epiphany. I'm very scared of Epiphany. how big of an impact have these cards even had on Historic? Like, I actually played some Historic today, and I think there's a few cards that are pretty broken. Sure. Inquisitor Captain. I don't know what Wizards was thinking with Inquisitor Captain. Like, I'm pretty sure that card is just, like, straight up broken in Historic. But I don't know, is it really, like, how much has it shifted the format? When I played some Historic this morning, I played against mostly normal decks. I didn't really play against hardly any Alchemy stuff. It felt like Historic was mostly unchanged, which I think is probably a positive for most people. All right, we'll take 8. Drop to 10. Untap, draw land. Well, step 1, Doomscar. About it. Let's it go. Step 2. I'm very scared to play this Leer. I feel like if we play this Leer, it's just going to let our opponent go infinite. Right now, Skyclave is a blocker for the creature lad. Pass the turn. End of turn. Blink the key to the archive. Okay. What is happening? All right, opponent's gonna draw some cards. Oh, this is an Epiphany deck, which does make me a little sick, but at least Epiphany's a little toned down. To be fair, there aren't many competitive content creators for Historic. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't know why Historic hasn't become more popular, honestly. Well, I guess we take Demonic Tutor. Discard a land. Oh, we're gonna get Epiphanied. We're gonna get Epiphanied in Alchemy. Boo. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's true that Historic is even more expensive than Standard. We want a Historic Jank only format. I do think there's more Wizards could do. I mean, is these nerfs sort of a Jank only format? Like, is the ability to be like, oh, Epiphany's too good, let's power it down, or Azeka's Chariot's seeing too much play, let's power it down. That does seem like a weird backdoor way towards making that kind of format. I just wish the economy wasn't casting a shadow over all of this. Like, I think that's the issue. Like, if the arena economy wasn't such a problem for people, I think the response to this would be so much more positive. Opponent, Galvanic Iteration. On their upkeep for some reason, I think. What an annoying... Oh, I hate this matchup. Boo. Boo for... Nerf it again. Nerf it again. Somehow our opponent managed to play the one way that it doesn't work. Opponent did all this crazy full control stuff, and they managed to cast their Galvanic Iteration and then cast the Opus with the iteration on the stack. That was interesting. Opponent did all this like crazy technical stuff to try to do something cool, and they did the one thing that just like doesn't work at all. Okay. Opponent's tapped out. Still scared of what they could do. We can Demonic Tutor for something. We can Leer. But Leer stops counters from happening. So that doesn't do much. Well, I mean, I guess we Demonic Tutor? Unsure what we are taking here, but yeah, we don't have a counter spell we can get. There's actually not much. Key to the archive, I guess? I mean, we came here to key, so I guess we just keep keying. Key to the archive. Get a... another demonic tutor. I think we're giving up on this Leer. Discard the Leer. Pass the turn, no attacks. Blank key to the archive. Oh, we always hit Time Warp at the worst possible time. I'll take the Time Warp. Discard Moriette. Oh, we know we're gonna get Epiphany at some point, though. Yeah, I mean, you never have too many keys. Is there another finisher? Is there a better way that we could close out this game? We do need the Lithoform engine eventually. Like, Lithoform is the next piece of the puzzle. Lithoform to start double keying. I kind of feel like we need more card advantage. Because you do have to discard when you key to the archive. So I feel like we need a way to put more cards in hand, maybe. Like, the deck is working. And this is just like a really awkward, hard matchup. How about it? Expressive iteration. Oh, the forest came from Settle the Wilds, which is bugged, to put a land that doesn't really exist into your hand. So it looks like it's there, but it's really not there, and you can't do anything with it. Oh, boy. Opponent, go Manic Iteration. Opponents gets a lot of Magmobuses this game. A lot. What's happening? What is happening? What is going on in our opponent's land? Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe they're just playing Magmobus. That was, I don't know what our opponent's doing. I actually have no idea what's going on with our opponent in that one. We can go down some Doom Scars. We'll go up the Glorious Sunrise. Go up some counter spells. Yeah, so how can we get more cards in our hand? Skyclaves felt pretty bad in that one. And maybe one... Aw. Maybe one what? How many lands we got? 26? 26 is probably right. Clone Crafter, I guess, is doing nothing. It's just hitting Leers. Leer is not that exciting. Yeah, I mean, we won. Oh, Squadron. So what? Are there any Alchemy cards that you want to actually see in action that you haven't seen yet? Like, what's on your Alchemy bucket list? So, Gutmorn. I got a Gutmorn list. We still haven't played it. What's your hype level for Gutmorn? Scale of 1 to 10. Gutmorn hype level. We haven't played that one yet. Geist of Regret. I feel like I'm not really sure what you do with that one. Maybe it could do something in Historic. We played a little Ishkan on the first day. Puppet Razor, I think we need to explore more. Although, I do want to play the Necro Zombie deck with Puppet Razor. Because I love Necro Duality, and Puppet Razor seems really good in that deck. Oglor Dredge and Historic seems good. Oglor is on my short list of cards that we haven't really gotten to see yet. Revisiting Historic Dredge with it seems kind of fun, actually. Like, Narcomoeba making a 2/2 zombie when it comes into play just sounds like kind of hilarious. Ew. Ugh. One land, no keep. Okay, well. All the lands in the world. Oh, someone Tubalted you in Brawl. Gitrog is coming. Gitrog won against Odds Poll, so Gitrog is on its way. It's coming soon. Whatever. Put it on black. Scry 1. Keep the keys. We want all the keys we can get. If Gutmorn works, I want to see it. If it doesn't, I still want to see it. I mean, Gutmorn does seem interesting to me. Well, land on green and Florahedron. Hermit's a little bit annoying. It's a little annoying. So question, has seeing Alchemy brought you around on the format at all? We want this key to the city. All right, whatever. Counter away. Pappy McPoyle, counter away. So it hasn't brought you around. So if you're anti-Alchemy, is your concern the economic stuff, or is the concern like the format doesn't look fun? About it hits us. Like if the arena economy was generous, was much more generous, would you be excited for Alchemy, or do you just not like the idea, period? I'm still not playing it, but there's a lot of Goldfish content I watch that I don't play, like Modern or Legacy. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, I think there's some I guess some upside to like watching other people play Legacy because you don't have the money to play Legacy. I mean, that's kind of how I am in paper. There's no way I'm going to spend money on a Legacy deck. But I do enjoy watching other people do it. Drawn a lot of lands this game. A few lands have been drawn. Key to the archive. Freeze elves for once. Oh, well, I guess we take Growth Spiral. None of these actually seem very good. Discard a forest. Play a plains. Boy, max flat out mode here at the moment. Boom. Tangle Florahedron beatdown. It doesn't feel like MTG. I think that's... I look at it as its own different thing. I think I talked about... Ooh, Oswald Key, Daifon. I think I talked about it before. Like, when Best of One came out, it didn't feel like Magic to me. And I still don't really enjoy Best of One personally. But I kind of came to the point where I started to think of it not as not Magic or fake Magic, but as its own thing, essentially. Like, I started to think of it as, okay, like, this isn't something that I enjoy, but it's a format people enjoy, and that's good. I'm glad that people enjoy this format. It's just not a format that I personally am excited about. And that's how I'm kind of thinking of Alchemy is as its own thing. Like, sure, it's not quote unquote, real Magic. It's got cards that don't exist in paper Magic. That's the wrong way to put it. But I'm just thinking of it as kind of like its own thing. It's this Magic sub game or whatever that is enjoyable to play at this point. Oh, did anyone listen to the podcast yesterday? Does anyone know what that game is that was brought up in the Fishmail question? There's apparently, wow. Huh, counterspells in the Leer deck, all right. I'll play the land passage. I mean, this isn't looking good. Surprised our opponent is playing Leer and counterspells. That seems questionable. Opponent untaps. But what is that game? Oh, Key to the Archive. We're getting out keyed. How has there been a Magic game that's been out for like a year and a half or 2 years and none of us have heard about it? Oh. It's like how the Detroit Lions aren't a real football team, but we still let them exist in the NFL. I can't say anything because I'm a Bills fan, and the Bills for many years probably wouldn't be considered a real team either. Yeah, that straw's not working out, not at all. We just got nothing going on, and our opponent's getting us good with the The Leer counterspell combo. Tarmogoyf blows. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much. Magic Spell Slingers. Has anyone played Magic Spell Slingers? Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've never really been an NHL fan, so not really. Literally broken random garbage cards. Wish content creators would stop pushing it. Huh. So do you think of me as pushing Alchemy? I don't really think of myself as pushing Alchemy. Opponent, cast Magma Opus. Really? Huh. We're in trouble. So is just like playing it, pushing the format in your opinion? I'll take the Opus. Are we dead? No attacks. Blink the archive. We need a miracle. We need a miracle hit here. Oh, okay, Time Warp isn't bad if we survive. Discard the Floral Hedron. Untap. About it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they can still cast Magma Opus, which kills us, right? They wipe our board. 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess not. I guess it doesn't quite kill us. Wow, this is a sketchy spot to be in. Opponent taps. Thankfully, they can't double the Opus at least. Huh. I mean, I guess that's kind of true. Like, I don't know. I guess playing any game is in a roundabout way advertising it to some extent. So I guess from your perspective, then I would be pushing Modern and Commander and basically every format of Magic to some extent is how you would view it. All right, more 4/4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're dead now. Tangled Florahedron. Well, Time Walk doesn't seem good enough past the turn. Blake the key to the archive. Like, even if we hit a sweeper, we're still gonna die. This is where I wish we had more cards in hand. All right, those don't do anything. Discard. Approach of the second sun. Untap. Draw nothing. Can't cast that. Play this. A green. Untap. Can we cast it? I didn't even count. No. All right. Dead. Officially dead. If Wizards is going to introduce 8 standards a year, I will never be able to afford to play. As free to play, I can just manage 4 a year. Yeah, the arena economy has many issues. Many issues. Although honestly, like, I'm not sure that is super tied to Alchemy. Like, I think Alchemy shines a light on the issues that already exist with arena economy, if that makes sense. Like, hey, what's up, Devin? Good to see you. Good to see you. Like, that's kind of how I think of it is, like, arena already has a lot of issues with the economy. The issues that are caused by Alchemy are actually kind of just the same issues that every aspect of arena has, except magnified in some way, since you like can't get the cards through drafting or whatever. But it's really like it's the same problem. Like, it's too hard to get the cards you need to play the decks you want to play. Like, that's kind of the TLDR, I think. Well, all right, Clone Crafter. It seems like our opponent has. Actually, maybe we Innkeeper and get Archive down. That might be better. Get down the Innkeeper. Quick Archive sounds good. Opponent. Do you have any Vannifar decks in Pioneer? It's been a bit since I played, honestly, any Pioneer. Get in and hit you. So I know there's some older ones that we've played, but I haven't actually played any recently. Well, let's Clonecraft. Trying to play around the counters. Gain a life. Hopefully not a Leer. Geist Channeler. All right. That doesn't do anything either at the moment. Well, play a land and pass the turn. About it. Adapts. I think Alchemy is getting a lot of hate because the arena economy sucks, but the format itself is kind of sick. I mean, that's where I am right now. I still don't really know. We'll see. We'll see if the novelty wears out. Right now, I think the format is pretty interesting and enjoyable. But I do also often feel that way with like most formats when they're new. So we'll see if I still feel that way a couple months from now, or if I'm like, oh my god, this is so random, like, you know, they discovered the perfect card, it's driving me insane, I hate this format. Opponent divide by 0. I'll play this on, oh my god, wait, I'm playing on green, I guess. Clonecrafter returns. We get a guys. All these horrible Geist Channelers. Play better cards, opponent. Gosh. Like, please play some better Magic cards in your deck. Opponent passes. Settle the Wilds. We get a land in a Moriat. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent. Down to 14. Also a reminder, this is not a real land. Hello from fans. I don't like Alchemy because I don't ask for it. The game has already a decent amount of modes, and I hate the fact that it affects historic meta. Definitely agree about historic. Although I actually think that I want more formats on Arena. I would prefer to see them working back towards Pioneer and Modern and Legacy. But I think more formats are a positive. Like, more, I think the lack of formats is one of my biggest criticisms, I would say, of current Arena. I'll go to combat, attack with everything. Opponent's getting their mana to the point where eventually they're going to start to do busted things. Opponent takes it to 11. Play Teleportation Circle. Kind of unlucky that we hit double Geist Channeler and no Hermits. Opponent's gonna counter. Well, Innkeeper 2. Like, hitting the Hermits would have been really good, but instead we just keep hitting these Geist Channelers, which are doing kind of nothing. Would be a lot to add all the cards back to Modern. I mean, would it though? I think Wizards wants us to think that. But I'm not sure it's true, because it seems like they can add 900 card, like, jumpstart sets or whatever. They can add anthologies, etc., you know, whatever, Kaladesh Remastered, etc., etc., etc. So I think they can add the cards they want to add. Not saying it's, like, super easy, but opponent. Ooh, negate. Negate could be relevant at some point. I'll go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent goes to 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, this is the turn where bad things can happen. Geist Channeler. Gain some life. Not hitting any lands has been kind of a bummer. Oh, Muxus is, yeah, I'm not a big Muxus fan. So swingy. Yeah, I think, yeah, maybe we should run them both out. It does have enough toughness that it's going to be harder to kill with Magma Opus. Time Warp. Okay. I mean, sure. Not the scariest time where opponent's getting an environmental sciences and a redraw, and that's basically it. Opponent kills an innkeeper. Well, let's see how bad this is. Opponent passes. The Big Wig Buddy Soldier. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I feel part of what's holding them back from implementing Modern is the economy. Adding so many cards without a reasonable way to collect them just feels bad. I mean, case in point, Alchemy. Like, Alchemy is a lot less cards in Modern, and that already feels bad. All right. Well, now we're probably in trouble. So opponent, yeah, we're going to scoop now. Sure. So opponent, Leer, Time Warp, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm glad that's a deck that exists. Boy, what an annoying play pattern. Ugh. Even without Epiphany, like, that deck is just still obnoxious to play against. Leer making all your stuff uncounterable. Ugh. I know it's supposed to be, like, to some extent a drawback, but it's also a huge upside where I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to cast a bunch of Time Warps. I mean, countering the first Time Warp doesn't really do anything, right? They just untap and do it the next turn. I don't think that countering the first Time Warp is beneficial. Like, really at all. It still is kind of an Epiphany deck. They're just trying to, oh no. They're just trying to spin into it with Key to the City. Well, lands please, Magic God. Storm the Festival going to the bottom. Well, if we can draw some lands and some stuff to blink. Well, there's a key. Boy, if we can draw a land, this hand's sweet. We can settle the wilds, get a land, get to the key, get to the teleportation circle, have the Doomscar, like, okay, blue mana. Potential counter spells to make us sad about it. Professor of Symbology. You're gonna learn up a lesson. Well, play this on green. Clone Crafter. Well, I guess Skyclave isn't the worst. You had lethal, yeah, maybe. I mean, that would be our opponent not having anything. So, I mean, I guess it's possible that they would not have anything. Yeah, we're gonna block. Can we draw a land? Please, Magic Gods. Land would be very helpful. Opponent's going to Clone Craft. Well, the bad news is that's probably hitting something, either a Ram Spell or a Skyclave Apparition. Well, that is not the land we wanted, but probably the one we deserve. Doomscar, tap, suspend to go. At this rate, they'll have every card on Arena in 400 years. They're so busy adding, making new cards that there's not enough time to add the old ones, apparently. I mean, I think it's also important to point out that, like, Alchemy is optional. I think that is an important part of it. Ho, 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 ho. That's a land. Well, I mean, we're still gonna key to the archive for now. Key to the archive. Find a. So we gotta assume they're gonna kill this with Containment Breach. So we probably gotta take something we can still possibly cast, which I guess is gonna be Counterspell for now. We will discard a teleportation circle. Go. Did you really just abandon Vorinclex with a poor little thing that you just don't play anymore? It has been a while. It has been a while since we played Vorinclex. We're about due for some Vorinclex action. Pona gets in, hits us. Now play the land. Oh, yeah, I guess we should have done this in the opposite order, shouldn't we have? Oh, this bug does drive me crazy. This bug almost makes me not want to play Settle the Wilds just because it's so annoying to have to deal with the bug. About it. Glasspool Mimic. Sure. Clone away. Yeah, I think everyone is in agreement that that the nerfs impacting Historic are that's a wrong choice. Like, that was a poor choice by Wizards that I hope they would reverse. Well, let's Doomscar. Clone Crafter. So yeah, I mean, the fact that it impacts Historic that's a bad thing, but that's a thing that could be fixed and should possibly, it should be fixed. Like, there's things that can be fixed and improved. I don't have a ton of faith. Oh boy, here they come, Inquisitor Captain. I don't have a ton of faith in Wizards doing it because Wizards hasn't shown a ton of signs of wanting to improve things on Arena, but so the bug is with Settle the Wilds. When it seeks out a land of the battlefield, which it's supposed to do, it also puts a copy into your hand, except it's a fake copy that doesn't actually exist. It looks like it exists, but it doesn't actually really exist. So it ends up just being super annoying to keep track of what's going on, because you got this fake card in hand. Well, get rid of the Inquisitor Captain, so there's no shenanigans. Scry land on blue. Maybe we should untap it. Yeah, let's untap. Play Prof. Leave up the counter. Decline. Yeah, so you can't even discard it. It just, like, it's there, sort of. I don't believe it takes an additional land out of your deck. I think it just, like, creates a fake one. I should check next time. I don't think it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait. Oh, yeah, we got fake cards. What do we conjure? Well, it's hard to count because, okay, 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's correct. It seems to be correct that it's not taking an extra land out of your hand. It's just making a weird one. Opponent. Opponent's going to Teleportation Circle. Spicy. Spicy, spicy. Well, I mean, we're going to attempt to counter it. Okay, so that works. About it. Thinking. Passing. I mean, is there any company that's not a horrible company these days? That's actually, I don't know if I've ever asked this question. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that is ridiculously bad for us. Whoa, they're playing Moria? What in the... What? Oh, that's... Yeah, that's game now. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Wait, they stole it from Art? Oh my goodness, Hearthstone! We got Hearthstone. They randomly stole Moria from our deck. And then it killed us. Oh my goodness. Like, are there any companies that aren't horrible? Yeah, that is the most brutal. Wow. That is one of the most brutal losses we've experienced in a while. So yeah, what's a company that's not horrible? That's the thing that I always come back to. Like, I feel like pretty much anything you buy, anything you play, like, it's probably coming from like if you go back far enough and dig deep enough into the company, there's probably something, you know, using child labor in Indonesia, or ruining the environment, or doing something like there's I mean, so I should say, I'm mostly thinking like big corporations. Does Goldfish count as a company? When I think of companies, I'm thinking like huge corporations. I know plenty of people, you know, that have some mom and pop shop that are doing something, that are amazing people. But I think when you have like big corporations, I don't know. I don't know of any that I can think of. So I tend to, and maybe this is a horrible way to look at it, but I tend to think of it like, okay, every company is bad in some way or another. So there's just not much we can do as far as like within the system. Like ideally the system would change and it wouldn't be that way. But when it comes to like buying something, I'm like, like, I don't know, I need a phone. Like iPhone, like they, you know, have bad labor practices, but is Android really any better than iPhone? They probably have the same horrible, you know, practices. So what do you do? I not buy a phone? Like, how do you actually navigate that whole? Oh no, we're gonna time out here. We're gonna time out talking about bad corporations. All right, go down to Prosperous Simkeeper, go down to Settle the Wilds to try to get around the bug. Go down one copy of Lithiform Engine, run it like that. Oh, time almost ran out. Opponent. All right, we get to play first. And even the hard part is like, even when corporations try to do good things, my assumption is always that they're doing it for self-serving reasons. Like when it comes down to it, essentially. Like when you do see a company that does something, you're like, oh, that's nice. You know, oh, that's great. Like, oh, they're supporting something that's good or whatever. And maybe it's just like being jaded or whatever, cynical. But I always assume, okay, like how are they making money off that? Like, sure, that's great, but so even when they do try to do something good, I assume that they're not really doing it for good reasons. I've re-evaluated my Alchemy opinion. I don't like the new mechanics, but I'd probably play it if the economy was decent. Oh, yeah. I wish the economy was decent. Maybe someday. Maybe someday Wizards will improve it. I mean, Wizards did say on their stream... All right, there's a key to the archive. They did say on their stream they would talk to us about the economy at some point. Hopefully we can hold them to that and actually have a conversation about the economy, because... that would be a huge deal if we could get the economy improved. About it, Prosperous Innkeeper. So, chat, we haven't talked about this yet. What are you looking for in Kamigawa? We're getting surprise early Kamigawa spoilers. What are you looking for? What are you expecting or wanting? Well, oh, I guess we gotta settle, actually. Yeah, let's settle. We gotta do this now, because if we don't do it now, we're gonna have too many lands. And then play farmland, and then play Florahedron, and pass the turn. Oh, ninjas are what I want most. Just the ninjutsu mechanic that's my favorite part of Kamigawa. The ninjutsu mechanic is just one of the better mechanics that Wizards has probably ever made. Rats is a good one. I could use some more rats. So spoiler season doesn't start until January officially, but Thursday, Wizards is doing one of their early streams to show off some stuff. So we're going to get a taste of Kamigawa on Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We're going to play Lithiform Engine. We're going to play Lithiform Engine. We're going to play Deserted Beach. We're going to play Skyclave Apparition to get your Skyclave Apparition. And we might actually live the dream of double key to the archive. Like, we're a turn away from double key to the archive, which would be amazing. Opponent. Oh, opponent. You will pay the price for ruining our combo, opponent. All we want to do is Lithiform Engine a key to the archive. Paulo. Whoa! Whoa. Settle down there, Sparky. Good lord. All right. Opponent's got a couple of good 3-drops. Opponent passes. Well, expensive key to the archive. Find countdown. Are we going on the countdown already? All right, I guess we're going countdown. Discard. Mori. Losing a lithiform edge, it's so painful. That was gonna be such a cool. That was gonna be such a cool turn, and our opponent just said no. Hey, what's up, Restive Nebula? How are you? I want to see some sweet neon themed showcase treatments. Curious, they gotta be like steampunk, right? Oh, yeah, we could use some more snakes. It's gonna be tough. I almost wish. Oh, come on now. Come on now, Glasspool Mimic. Well, we're gonna have to find a Wrath, and we're gonna have to find it pretty soon. Because our opponent is just eating away our board. If we can ever kill these Skyclaves, things become pretty exciting, but... Oh, no. All right, well, sure. I'm the evil one. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Is this our deck from our first stream? I feel like this is our deck that we played on the first stream. Takes the approach of the Second Sons. Oh, how do we avoid dying? Key to the archive. Show us a Wrath. Well, we'll take a Lightning Helix. Can't cast it this turn, unfortunately. All right, pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Fool! I don't know. Oh, sweep is like the worst mechanic. I predict the art for the showcase styles are going to be reminiscent of the original snow lands from the store yesterday. Ooh. Yeah, I could see that. Opponent heads us down to 8. Innkeeper. We're kind of dying. We draw an Innkeeper. Okay, how do we not die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're getting taxed like crazy. Ooh. Outplaying Innkeeper. Make a body. And I guess we just pass. Opponent untaps. We can helix something. Opponent. Those fake lands take up real spots in your hand, reducing the size of your hand in case you haven't noticed. I don't think they actually do, though. Like, I think you can have 8 cards in hand. You can have 8 cards or 10 cards in hand with those. All right, opponent's going to go on the big attack. Well, we will block here, block here, block here. We'll see if they got a sneaky counter. All right, kill the Spellbinder. Well, that attack went kind of well for us. We dropped to 6, but a bunch of stuff dies, and we get the big tokens. The bigger tokens. All right, get a couple 4/4s. Opponent plays a land, passes. Clone Crafter you. Find Glasspool Mimic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, approach to the Second Sons. The countdown is at 7. Are we actually going to win this? I feel like we're kind of back in this game. We were so far behind, but at the moment we're kind of back in it, and the countdown is ticking. Opponent gets in with a flyer. Sure. Down to 10. We could use another key to the archive. Plays a land, passes. I'll storm the festival. See what we can find. Clone Crafter and Forsaken Crossroads on black. Scry. Yes, the countdown is at 1. That's a combo. I think that's called a combo. Play the land. Oh, it worked. It worked. The comeback. No counters. No countered. Oh no, Grizzled Huntmaster. Do they have a creature in hand? Do they have a creature in hand that can answer this? They exile something. What do they get? Is it something that can stop an approach of the second sun? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's happening. Opponent. Exile and subcon. What did they exile? Symbology, okay. So I think the big challenge, what makes me worried about Kamigawa is it's only one set. I really think we need more. Okay, opponent's just spinning. I really think we need more 2-set blocks because I have no idea. Oh, let me see Daifon. I have no idea how they can actually do Kamigawa in one set. I don't think it's possible. Oswald is the key. Ooh, that's that looks spicy, Daifon. You have a lot of interesting Oswald builds. I mean that looks kind of solid. Being able to sack Slayer's Bounty is sweet, and it triggers. I mean, that's actually a really cool looking idea. Well, the countdown is over. Who would have thought you'd win so many games with approach? But like, look at Kamigawa. I wish we could. How do I get Magic Online up? Like, if you look at Kamigawa in Magic Online, I have no idea how they do it in one set. I feel like that's going to be the problem. And I feel like people are going to come away from Kamigawa disappointed. Also, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some Kamigawa cards, well, original ones at this point, you get them from our sponsor Card Kingdom at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. But I feel like it's by default, people are going to end up being disappointed with Kamigawa just because there's no way they can put everything into Kamigawa that people are going to want. They just can't with one set. There's not enough cards. Like, oh, Alchemy. They're going to put all the sweet cards in Alchemy. That actually seems hilariously possible. Let's just play this. Yeah, let's play the Floral Eater as a land pass the turn. Hey, see you, Aussie Dave. Thanks for hanging out this morning. See you on Thursday, hopefully. I heard a story about someone who had issues at FNM because their opponent thought Goldspan had been errata nerfed. They had to call a judge to convince them. I saw a Reddit post about that. I'm not 100% sure if it was real or not, but I would not be at all surprised if something like that, even if that story was not real, I would not be at all surprised if that's something that happens. And that is one of the weird downsides of this change. I would like to see 2 sets per block in general. After seeing how this return to Innistrad went, I feel like so opponent's also playing key. After seeing how this return to Innistrad went, I really feel like that would be an improvement to stay in each plane for 2 blocks. I think that's ideal. You don't have the 3rd set problem, but you have enough time to flesh things out. I'm nervous. I'm nervous that that's going to. Yeah, we have got Professor twice in a row, haven't we? But I'm nervous that that's going to diminish some people's enjoyment of Kamigawa. Is like their personal favorite thing is not going to make it in the set. Yeah, I mean, I guess we might as well attack. Definitely nervous about our opponent untapping with all this mana. Yeah, so we got 8 cards in hand. Does not make us discard because even though this island is in our hand, it technically isn't. It's very awkward. All right, here comes Captain. Spin it to win it. Spin it to win it. About it. Captain into Grizzled Huntmaster. This is our deck, isn't it? I think this is our deck. Do you really want Kamigawa double feature that would inevitably lead to? They didn't need to make double feature. I don't think 2 set blocks necessitate products like double feature. If you love double feature, I apologize. But my God, is that a bad product? I honestly think it's the worst product Wizards has made. I do. I think it is just the worst product that Wizards has made, which is saying a lot. Opponent gets in, it says. Not feeling super good about where we're at the moment. Well, we will play our Key to the Archive. resolves. Opponent has a D-Spark. Well, we will take a really bad, really sad Time Warp, I guess. Discard the Prof. So our opponent randomly tutored up an answer to the thing that we played. Oh, we don't have a Wrath at the moment. So that's kind of a bad spot to be in. I mean, Divine Purge is like a semi-Wrath, but not a full one. Opponent hits us to 12. Oh, this is our deck. Opponent stole our deck and is beating us with it. Have I tried Professor Onyx in this deck? No. What would Professor Onyx do in this deck? About it. More Inquisitor Captains. Yeah, we are in really bad shape. Now that our... Oh, no. Whoa! Yeah, we're just full Hearthstone mode. So this is a part that... This is a part that worries me about my long-term enjoyment of this format. Is like, it's fun now, but am I eventually going to view Alchemy like some sort of weird... Yeah, what do we even do? Are we just dead, I guess? Am I eventually going to view Alchemy like some sort of weird Momir format, essentially? I wish we were hitting our land drops. That would make all this a little easier. Well, like some weird Momir format where it's just all randomness and no skill. Because that's what's happened with Hearthstone, is that people ended up feeling like Hearthstone just didn't really have skill anymore. And that led to a lot of people quitting. So I think that is one of my worries, I think, is with these dose of like random Hearthstone effects coming every set, is that where Alchemy is going to end up, with people feeling like, okay, like this is fun and it's cool to see all the random stuff, but I don't feel like I have enough agency. I don't have enough control. The choices I make don't matter enough. So it gets old the way Momir does after a while. And I do think that's a risk. And Wizards is going to have to be pretty careful with how they balance this huge slew of random effects. Or else that's going to end up being a real problem. Opponent. I would enjoy Alchemy if it was just about rebalance cards, fixing the abused ones to see a healthy meta. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. Although, I mean, I think we're pretty in trouble here. Our opponent's gotten to go off with the teleportation circle key to the archive combo, and we have not. Which I think means we're pretty, and we just have not hit lands. Like that's the huger issue here, is we're not hitting mana. Our opponent has infinite mana since they've drawn a million key to the archives. They almost certainly have a counter spell in hand. Is there any way we can play around that successfully? I don't really think so. Divine Purge. There's a counter spell. And yeah, no lands means we're dead. Ooh, brutal. Yeah, that's the worst part. Is you got that land staring back at you in your hand that is not actually there. Oh, all right. Let's try the deck that I don't think will work. But if it does, it would be funny. So this deck, I mean, I don't know. I guess we ended up 1-2, although it's just so... There's a lot of just randomness involved, so... I don't know how much... I think everyone ends up 50-50 in Alchemy eventually. Like, if you play a halfway reasonable deck, you're probably going to end up 50-50 in the end. Alright, so let's try this Orvar build that we were talking about and see if this could possibly work. So this one, this is one we were talking before. Are there any other spells we can use to target that would be worth it? Instant or sorceries to target. This is the really wild one. Raven form, not really. So this one, the idea of this one, it is a Key to the Archive deck, but what we're trying to do with Key to the Archive in this deck is clone it with Orvar, along with bouncing it back to our hand. So, essentially, Orvar is this really weird, cool, different mythic that has seen absolutely no play. But when you target something with an instant or sorcery, you get a token copy of that. So, the idea is, we have all these return to hand effects, Geist Wave, Into the Royal, Divide by Zero. These spells allow us to target our Key to the Archive, get a copy of Key to the Archive, and return the original Key to the Archive to our hand so we can cast it again, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. And that's essentially the deck. That is the idea of the deck. Is it gonna work? Whew, that might be a tough one. My guess is this is less competitive than the last deck, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I have a really fun idea for Squirrel Tribal Aggro. It's actually winning games, trying to get people to improve the idea while staying on theme. Ooh, what format are you playing, Pickle? Commander? Do you think that Wizards will still do Mystical Archives in standard sets? They seem good in Draft and Historic. I think that we'll see more things like that when they fit. Like, I don't think it's supposed to be a regular thing, but Strixhaven, the theme was like powerful spells, so they did the archives, which kind of worked with the theme and the spellbook thing. So I do think we will definitely see it again. Although, yeah, Anointed Procession isn't in the format, unfortunately. It'd be sweet if it was. Although, actually, does it even work? I'm not even sure that Anointed Procession works with... I guess this is fine. Hopefully it's a creature deck, but we get to scry. Black. All right. What do you think about that sack deck? Should we try building the sack deck at some point? Land, blue, tapped, scry for a land, new to the bottom. Seth, you played Eminent Domain for the first time 6 years ago. The last time 3 years ago. That is, well, that's... Boy. Yeah, Rahilda is brutal. This is one of the snowball cards that makes me nervous about this format. About it. Oh, it's very weird, though. The things that do and do not work with... Well, all right. Boom. Oh, jeez. I think we should just concede, honestly. Like, if this flips and you can't stop it, you just lose. Like, that is game. So Bonanzas for 4. They steal 2 non-land cards from our deck. Like, it is just game when that happens. Teleportation Circle. And, well, now we're definitely conceding. Whoo! I don't know, because other things that create tokens don't actually work. It's so... I don't understand how all the wording on that stuff works. It seems like every other time when I play some new thing that makes tokens, it just doesn't work with those effects. I'm trying to think of the example. What was the... Yeah, they stole the full combo. What was the one that we played on that I played on Commander Clash and it didn't work? That makes tokens, and it seems I'm trying to think of what the legend was. I can't remember what it was. It was a new legend that makes tokens. Oh, Ave. So now I'm just nervous about everything because Ave doesn't work with Anointed Procession. It seems super obvious. When you cast it, you make a copy. The copies become tokens. But it doesn't work. I remember playing on Commander Clash and I stacked up like Doubling Season, Primal Vigor, got all this stuff. I cast my Ave. I thought it was going to be amazing. And it's just like, no, doesn't work. I'm sure it's some technicality because it says the copies become tokens or something. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gun shy about things like that because I'm just like, I don't know anymore. I don't know. Does it work? It makes a token, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Strange. All right, we're gonna go down some clone crafters, I guess, and try it like that. Boy, this is Orvar's tough. Orvar is like against the odds and a half. I mean, still managed to make some Aves, but it should have made twice as many. Oh, thank you, Inter Milan. I mean, I have fun playing Magic even when I'm losing. I really love playing Magic, and I hope that's something people understand about me. Like, when it comes to like some of this controversy about Alchemy, where I can see the good and the bad of it. Like, I love playing Magic, and I can't imagine Wizards releasing new Magic cards and me not wanting to try them. Even if there's things I dislike about the format or things I dislike about you know, the choices Wizards are making and all that stuff. Like, it's just really hard for me to imagine there being like new Magic cards with new effects that can make new brews and me being like, okay, I'm not gonna check that out, because I really enjoy playing Magic, and I like building decks of Magic. So listen, Seth, Throstani Selesnya Voice is my all-time favorite deck with over 3K thrown in. If you have token questions, I'm your bearded fish. Ooh, that sounds like a sweet Trostani build. Well, let's play 8 planes. Okay, so we're getting things set up. We're getting close to where we want to be. We need to find the key, Stormseeker. Well, divide by 0 that. Get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, so we can actually draw. All right, let's draw cards. See if we can find the key. Land on blue. Oh, we don't actually get to draw yet anyway, do we? Oh, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, teachings. Draw a couple of cards. Find the key. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting close. Wizards of Maslow. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any idea when the next viewer submitted commander clash is up? I've been slowly tweaking a snake tribal deck. Ooh. So we have an episode of Chaos Week that's going up next week. And then I think no, we're not going to sack our lands. And then I think that we're going to have... Oh, we're going to take a lot of damage here. And then I think that we're going to have 2 weeks of... How can we do this? And then I think that we're going to have 2 weeks of like holiday themed episodes. So I'm guessing the first of the year sometime. Yeah, give me some nuggets. And Burjet. Whoa, oh, we're super dead. Like, how do we ever beat this? Well, that's kind of insane. Well, we keep our lands, we take infinite. Maybe this card's better than I gave it credit for. That's kind of wrecking us. If we bounce it, it's just going to put counters on more lands. Yeah, this does. This is the worst news. Yeah, we're just super dead to this. Like, super duper ultra crazy dead. Like, dead immediately. Well, all right. Next one. Wow, that wasn't even close. Whew. When we play Soul Herder, Inquisitor Captain, and Historic. That'll be coming up. Broken. I mean, the thing with Inquisitor Captain is it's going to get nerfed. It's going to get banned. 100, I guess not banned because we don't ban things anymore, but 1,000,000% that is happening. I do not feel more strongly about anything in Magic at the moment other than Inquisitor Captain. I do not see a world where that card does not have its text changed. I really think that it breaks Historic. I think it does. I think it just straight up is broken in Historic. Yeah, Town Racer Reason is sweet. You think it's too good? I don't think it's too good. I think we're playing a deck that's real bad. If we were playing a real deck, I think it would be fine. Like, I think it's a fine like top end threat for like a mono red deck. We're in ultra jank mode at the moment. Seeing if we can do something really cool, but this deck is the epitome of against odds. We've played Overar before, and it's tough. It is really, really tough. Even if you're playing against the odds, I think it's a hard against the odds card. Like, it looks so cool and interesting, but wow, is it hard to actually make work. So I'm hoping we get to see it go off, though, because if we do... it's gonna be really sweet. Like, I can imagine we key to the archive, we have the Orvar, like I can see it in my head. I can see oh, I kind of want to scoop already. Okay, so well, it's probably not happening in this matchup because it looks like we're up against Epiphany or whatever they're using to finish the game in Alchemy with their Epiphany style deck. Inquisitor Captain's like, oh, it's Giants. Okay, that's more interesting. Inquisitor Captain is way better than Collecting Company. So I think, so here's the thing with Inquisitor Captain. Here's what I think is going to happen, is I think what they're going to do, my guess would be, that they nerf it so it only triggers when, you cast it. And then I think it's fine. Then I think it's still a very good card that I think we'll see play as another Coco in Historic. It'll see play in Alchemy. The thing that makes it broken, in my opinion, is that it triggers with clones, it triggers with Soul Herder, it triggers with Ephemerate. Like, I got a bunch of brew. I mean, I hate to spoil decks that are coming up on the YouTube, but I mean, I think it's like legitimately broken in Historic. You want to see something broken? I'll show you the Historic deck. You can get a sneak peek because it's coming up for a bunch of brew episodes that I'm working on. So it's gonna be on the YouTube channel, but if you want to see something I think is busted, you can see the Historic deck because I think it's absolutely insane. Opponent. Does Seek equal Search? Sort of. Seek is kind of like a random search. So if it says seek out a land, you're just going to get a random land from your deck, basically. Yeah, let's Doomscar. Doomscar, Clone Crafter. I don't really want to cast Orvar until we have something to do with it. All right, Calamity Bear. We'll play the land pass the turn. So if it says seek a land, it's just going to grab a random land from your deck. About it. Rimewall Protector. This does improve Giants quite a bit. Giants have a big empty spot on their curve at 3 mana. Okay. Well, let the fun begin. Orvar. Okay. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. So we get Orvar down. Orvar, when you target something with the instant or sorcery, you get a copy of it. So that means we can divide by 0 our key to the archive, and we're going to get a copy of it and get the original back to our hand. That's what this deck has been trying to do. Like, that is the plan of the deck. The heart in the dream and the goal. Glimpse of the cosmos. Opponent goes digging, trying to find a way out of our Orvar combo. When you see Orvar hit the battlefield, you know something bad's about to happen. Yeah, I've been wanting to try Giants too. I wish they'd gotten like one more card. I think getting this 3-drop helps. I wish they'd gotten like one additional card alongside the Protector. Opponent passes, well, divide by 0. Key to the archive. Orvar. Opponent kills the Orvar, unfortunately, but we still get the trigger. We get a Day of Judgment. We discard Calamity Bear. We pick up the key to the archive. Oh, teachings. Untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, key to the archive again. Keep it going. Get a Doom Blade. Discard a Clone Crafter. And pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I know Black Leyline doesn't stop Garuda. Rest in Peace doesn't stop Garuda 2. Yes, neither. It's weird why it works that way, but yeah, neither of them actually stop Garuda. Opponent gonna keep digging. Yeah, it's something to do with like replacement effects, essentially. Created a Orvar deck in Historic, pretty much only matchups I can get the deck to go off as life gain and bad tribal decks, but it's a fun card. It takes some setup. I know, Hamazuki. That's how I feel too. Like, oh, Oh, it can be so sweet when it goes off, but it's just hard to get it to go off. Opponent goes attacking. I think we're just chumping and wrathing. So chump, untap, draw Forsaken Crossroads, play it on black. Scry, key to the archive, we will keep it. Day of Judgment, kill your giants. Teachings of the Archaics, draw some cards. Pass the turn. I mean, eventually we can start the countdown. Opponent, Calamity Bear number 2. Glimpse of Boy, they've drawn every Glimpse of Cosmos. Opponent's anticipating like crazy, but it's not actually winning them this game so far. Well, key to the archive. Well, I mean, hard to pass that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think we just take Demonic Tutor. We discard the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We discard the land. We approach to the second suds. We gain a bunch of life. The countdown is going to be quicker than it looks because we got this Demonic Tutor. Simpletron. I've been playing Elves in Historic today. Had an 18-game win streak. Interesting. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What does your list look like? I mean, I guess Elves is... I could see Elves being a really good best of 1 deck. If you don't have a sweeper to stop it, like, it can really go off super quick. The party land probably should have ended up untapped. So here's kind of a fun question I don't think we've talked about. What else would you like to see? I mean, we're living in this world. We're living in a world of nerfs and buffs. We're living in a world of nerfs and buffs. It's happening. Like, whether we like it or don't like it. Wow, okay, that's a bit of damage. Whether we like it or don't like it, it's wow, they really have drawn every Glimpse of Cosmos. It's happening. Is there anything that you want to see buffed? Like, is there anything? Yeah, this just does it. I think we'll take Approach of the Second Sun, move the countdown from 7 to 1, and cast it, and sorry, Giants. Like, Party, I think, is a good example. Party, you could see Wizards try to buff it a little bit, but I think that it could use a bit more buffing. Dungeons. Oh, remember when I was afraid that dungeons were going to be too good? Well, once we saw the actual cards, they were very much not too good. Oh, that's a sweet looking deck, Magikarp. Oh, yeah. I don't own any paper commander decks that are anywhere near that expensive. That looks super sweet. All right, so opponent's playing Giants. What do we want against Giants? I guess just a bit more removal, Fateful Absence. Maybe Sunset Revelry. I wonder if Clone Crafter is good. I just wanted like a body. So we got 1 Orvar trigger. 1 Orvar trigger is not bad. Yeah, I guess we can bring in a couple. Go down like into the Royal. Clone Crafter. Try it like that. I was thinking about decks to play for a Pioneer tournament. Ooh, let me see, Daniel. The Dimir Pack deck. I feel like I saw this a couple of streams ago. Definitely for being 5 ticks and free on Magic Online. Definitely looks very solid, like a solid Pioneer option. Demonic Pact is a really fun card. Now, one of the sweetest cards Wizards printed in a long time. And then Garuda. Garuda's a really nice budget option because all you really got to do is Garuda and you could potentially win. Tap land or land go. Yeah, those look sweet. Those look very sweet. Bonnet, Glimpse the Cosmos. I sell any paper cards that cost more than 20 bucks and just proxy. Cardboard shouldn't be that expensive. What are we doing? Let's just island. And I guess we're not doing anything for a minute until we get to the key to the archives by the opponent. Land and Agar. And passes. Well, Orvars for days past the turn opponent at depths. I mean, What's the busted historic deck that's coming up for against odds? Oh, so it's not an against odds deck, but there is a busted one coming up, which is Inquisitor Captain. It's not gonna be an against odds. We're playing Gitrog actually. New Gitrog tomorrow for against odds. But in the future, I'm working on a Inquisitor Captain deck, which I think is kind of broken. Kind of very, very broken. I think we take Demonic Tutor. If we happen to hit a land, we can Demonic Tutor up Doomscar and deal with this beatdown. Definitely worried about this Calamity Bear. This Calamity Bear is a clock. It is like a scary clock. So I definitely support proxies. Here's what I'd say about proxies. Like, proxies are in my opinion, perfectly acceptable. But I encourage everyone not to, oh, this is looking worse. I encourage everyone not to support counterfeiters and use counterfeit cards. Like, that's for me where I draw the line. Because my concern with proxies is, boy, we've kind of whiffed pretty hard with both of these. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble. We're in a bit of trouble here. I mean, we are playing Orvar, which explains it. So, proxies, I think, are a positive, but I don't understand why people feel like they need to buy counterfeit cards. That's the part that really confuses me. They're more expensive than making a proxy, and they could potentially be used to harm other people. About it. Gets down the Protector. I mean, we basically got to hit a Wrath. Kills one of them, sure. Oh, we needed that mana. We needed that mana. Bone it, tap land. Mana pinches getting us. Get rid of that, sure. Pay the 1. Oh, that Abrade really paid off. The mana is necessary. Not yet. Now we're actually just dead. Because even if we can chump block to stay alive, but even if we Wrath, then we just die to, well, we'll see. We'll see. I talked to my play group about proxies, and they were just so against it. Well, I mean, I also think it does come down to your play group. Personally, I know some play groups use it to... I know some play groups try to use proxies to kind of control power level, with the idea being like, okay, if no one has that much money, so if no one plays proxies, all of our decks, should be roughly balanced, and there won't be anyone who has like a super busted deck that is way better than everyone else's deck or whatever. Oh boy. All right. Okay. Well, I guess we should have just tutored for the... tutored for the Doomscar. The growth spiral plan definitely did not work out there. Well, okay, we'll do it now. Pass the turn. Better the depths. But I think there's better ways of controlling power level. Like, I don't think that's the ideal way to try to control power level. It's a little bit after your time, but there's a proxy Sensei's Divining Top that uses the art of the scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender that's utterly hilarious. That's part of why I love proxy. Silly arts are great, and not like outlandish arts are unusual these days. I mean, that's true. You also get customization options that you wouldn't have otherwise using proxies, which that is another upside. Opponent plays a land. Wow, okay. Well, I guess she got us. Whew. Well, I will say, our opponent needed kind of everything to go right. Like, we had to get mana screwed. They had to be able to kill our artifacts. And then they still just barely pulled that off. Yeah, this deck's janky, though. How do people even play Modern? I wouldn't feel comfortable keeping $1,000 in my wallet going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, that is, I guess you just got to get comfortable with it if you're going to play Tournament Modern. Although really, like, a lot of people have commander decks that are worth that much or more. Like, people have very expensive commander decks. I think Magic cards in general can be pretty expensive. I'm surprised every once in a while you hear stories about, like, local game stores getting broken into and things like that. I'm honestly surprised that stuff like that doesn't happen more often. Like, it must just be that people who do that kind of stuff don't know about Magic because Magic cards are really easy to trade for cash. They're, yeah, like legacy events. Why, like, you see some of those movies, like those heist movies. It's almost surprising that there's never been some sort of like heist of a GP Vegas or something. There's like basically no security. There are millions and millions and millions of dollars of untraceable cardboard that is really easy to move. Like, it kind of, the only thing I can think of is that people just like don't know about it, which is a good thing. Like, I'm glad that's not happening, but it does surprise me just with how valuable Magic cards are. Pokemaster Maddie, welcome to the Fishbowl. Maybe that'll be the Netflix show. They've been talking about the Netflix show. Maybe that's what the Netflix show is gonna be. Maybe it's a heist movie about a GP heist movie. Oceans, I don't even know, 29, whatever they're up to now. GP Vegas. Well, take approach of the Second Sons. Discard a land. Pass the turn about it on taps. My brother was shocked when I told him I spent over $50 on a single card. My response, you have no idea. Like, seriously, like, if you're not a Chandra's 11, if you're not a Magic player, it sounds really absurd. It really does. Well, key to the archive. Again. Demonic Tutor. We're gonna have to discard this approach to the Second Sons for now. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I mean, we got a lot of mana built up. Where's our Orvar? I think this deck needs more card draw when it comes down to it. I always feel like that. Like, I always feel like the looting aspect to Key of the Archive is a pinch where we're not able to have enough cards in hand to always make it work. Well, get rid of the Den of the Bugbear. Opponent gets a clue. We take our beats. We untap. Demonic Tutor for Doomscar. Doomscar your board. Pass the turn to opponent. It's nice to sell them in a timely fashion without being very suspicious, though. Imagine walking into a store that could buy your cards. Yeah, that's true. Ocean's Power 9. Ooh, that's even better. Yeah, that's true. You couldn't, someone couldn't go heist GP Vegas and just like show up at LGS and sell all the cards there. That's true. LOL fail WTF. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 20th or 21st month. Your sub is old enough to drink. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Who? What should be drinking tonight? So honestly, I'm not much of a drinker. If I was gonna be drinking, it would probably be wine, I guess. But really, I've never been. Well, not recently. But I've never been much of a big drinker. Teleportation circle. Yeah, this deck needs card advantage. It needs to be drawing extra cards to be able to have stuff to discard to the key to the archive, I think. I think that's what it's missing. We need a Flibblethip. I am John MTG. Right now we are key to the archiving. Although we might switch it up in a minute. I kind of want to try the sacrifice. Oh my god, another one. These have been whiffs. Yikes. Although I kind of want to try... the Aristocrat deck at some point. See if we can build the Aristocrat deck. Although maybe we should hold it over for a future stream. I don't know. About it. Hermit. Oh, yeah. Boy, we cannot... Ugh. We don't have enough card game. I think we give up on Orvar. I think this is as good as Orvar is going to be. Honestly. I think this is peak Orvar. This deck doesn't feel very good, and it also doesn't feel especially fun. That is the real travesty. Decks not being good are fine, but I feel like we're just playing like a way less fun version of the last Key to the Archive deck. The last Key to the Archive deck was actually, it felt really fun. This one, I don't know. Like, even if we get Orvar going, I feel like we're just discarding everything we tutor up, not really being able to do anything with it. So, I mean, we can give it one more, we can give it another try if you want, but Orvar always disappoints. Like, it seems like it'll be so fun, and then it always ends up not being nearly as fun. Maybe Key to the Archive isn't enough to make it work. Dirty Danches handing out the gift subs to Cardbird Samurai, BGJ, Stork, Shoot Allures, and Landsters TV. Thank you, Dirty Danches, and welcome everyone to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Have you tried Kiwid Teferi? I mean, Kiwid Teferi is obviously decent. Like Teferi untapping it. Although Teferi, I guess the other upside is can potentially draw you cards. Too bad the plus doesn't draw cards. So we played a couple of janky key decks. What else can we try? I mean, we can keep keying. I don't know if there's even any way to make the Orvar deck really work. Huh. What's your sweetest Orvar deck? Does anyone have a sweet... Well, let's try the Gone Fishing deck. We haven't tried that. I think that one's pretty janky too, but we have not tried fishing. That's a good one. I was worried about jumping into like something that we want to do a lot of matches with because I was worried that we wouldn't be able to play enough matches with it to make it worth it. But this is a good one because this is mostly just like trying to check out if Tireless Angler can do anything. I mean, we got to update the islands, of course. So basically the idea of this deck is, I mean, play Tireless Angler, play Snow-Covered Islands. Almost not sure about the Faceless Havens even. Maybe they're not even worth it. Maybe we just go full island mode and just try to tutor up as many fish as possible and cast them. Like Tireless Angler, it can get some really big things and get some really bad things, but that's essentially the deck. To back it up, we just got some card draw, some ways to try to stay alive until we get Angler going. So let's try it. Let's go fishing. Gitrog's coming up for Against Odds tomorrow, so that's definitely, that one's happening, but you gotta wait for that one. And Breaking Historic is coming up for Much Brew at some point, either this week or next week. So that's also coming. But Historic officially broke it. We broke it. I know I say that every episode of everything sometimes, but I think Captain really does break it. Oh my god. So busted. When are you doing Modern again? I mean, we do Modern. We've played a bunch of Modern on the YouTube. There's kind of a weird mixture because some stuff takes place on YouTube and stuff takes place on the stream. But on the YouTube, we've been playing a lot of Modern lately. So I'm sure we'll do some more Modern on the stream at some point. Oh, we got the Fisherman. I'm sure we'll do some more Modern on the stream at some point too. Well, land go. But yeah, I don't know exactly when the next time we play Modern on stream will be. Upload it. But I would encourage you, head to the MTG Goldfish YouTube. There's been a ton of new Modern content on there. Well, that's a fast start, and we're mono blue, so we're not really good at dealing with things. Yeah, you don't want to see the Champion of the Parish on turn 1. That's bad news. Because that Modern Winota Werewolf deck that went 5-0 with Yumori sounds like a blast. Yeah, game. Game. Yeah, there's no way Mono Blue beats a double Champion of the Parish start. 0% right out of the gate. Down to 12. So we can play a Tireless Angler. Got him. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. Discard reject. Our opponent's already cast their entire hand. Play a land. What a fast zombie start. Clown Crafter, craft us up some horrible zombie. How about a fell stinger past the turn? Yeah, we played Winota Werewolves in Pioneer not super long ago. I haven't actually seen the modern version, although I assume it. Yeah, this is this is super duper ultra over. Bounce that. Clone Crafter to the bottom. Yeah, okay. Next. I mean, that is the problem with Mono Blue. Is Mono Blue, like, it just cannot beat a start like that. It does not have the cards available to be able to beat a start like that. Which is tough. Tough. Like, I mean, that's the weakness of Mono Blue. Bad against aggro decks that can just put a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. And we saw it there. We saw it there to the max. Dog a myth. Handing out the gift sub to Stollies. Oh, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So what is the... Oh, yeah. I mean, this deck's pretty janky. We've played a lot of pretty janky decks today. I would say that Tireless Angler is probably, like... out of all the Alchemy cards in the lowest tier as far as just strength. It's one of my favorite flavor cards, though. So that's why I really wanted to try it, because I think the flavor of it's very cool. But the power level, power level is pretty low. You can only draw a card if you have an island. And then the pool of cards that you're drafting from, the spellbook, it's hilarious, but I don't know how you cannot click Arena. How do you actually... right-click Tireless Angler to view an... Oh, so you can't click the card, you gotta go. But the spellbook, it's a bunch of janky fish, so most of them are pretty not strong. It's just really funny. Also, what is the ordering of the spellbook, Wizards? Why... Hang on. Small complaint. So we start with Fleet Swallower into Moat Piranha, 7-drop into 2-drop into Mystic, Nader, Pouncing. Is it alphabetical order? No, because now we're back to A, and then S. Is it just random, or just ordered randomly? Powax, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think Voracious Great Shark is good. Stuff like, if you can actually get to a stable position, like a Fleet Swallower is not a coma, but it can win a game. Like, it is big. And then it's just got other random fish that their bodies you can put on the battlefield. Nader Kraken can do some stuff in the right scenario. Pouncing Shore Shark is at least like pseudo removal. Maybe some card draw with Sea Dash Shark. Oh, again. All right, so opponent has the Champion of Parish start again. Well, I guess they mulliganed to try to find it, apparently. Well, we will clone a Headless Rider opponent. Tainted Adversary. Well, this is very similar to last game start. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Now play a land. Headless Rider. How do you like that? Who's the zombie deck now? Champion of the Parish. Yeah, the pixel lands are super sweet. Huh. That's the second time in a row we have... the card that we've randomly gotten from our opponent's deck has been the card our opponent's played next. Well, let's go fishing. Wormhole Serpent. Not very good. Voracious Great Shark. Probably that is probably the most powerful card in the whole spellbook. We'll take the Great Shark, pass the turn, and now we might be okay. Like, now we get to start putting sharks on the battlefield. That's really nice. Like, that might let us beat our opponent. Double Champion of the Parish, sure. Keep running them out there, opponent. Run them all out. Opponent, gonna go attacking. Well, we are going to Fading Hope, a Champion of the Parish. Pick it up, keep the island, because that's another fish for next turn. No blocks. Down to 6. We're going fishing. It's happening. Tireless Angler catches us. Catches us. I mean, the flavor of this card is just so good. Like, it's How does he catch his fine Megalodon? How? How does that happen? How is that even possible? I get, sure, I can Skyfish. Sure, that's fine. Mystic Skyfish. Anyone can catch a single starfish. It's just laying there. Like, sure, that works. But spine Megalodon? Like, how is that possible? That is, it's eating an entire. It's eating that ship. That's like Mega Jaws. It's eating through an entire ship, and this guy just reeling it in. He's better be tireless. Have I watched Hunter x Hunter? I have not. I have not watched Hunter x Hunter. What is Hunter x Hunter? Well, pass the turn. We're gonna leave up the Great Shark. I mean, this is kind of what we envision for the deck, though. Like, get the angler down, play an island every turn, trust that the fish are gonna win us the game. Champion of the Perished. Yeah, we're just gonna counter it. We're casting this Great Shark on something, so. Whew. Even a Great Shark, like even that looks tough to catch. See the boat? See the boat there? There's no way. I mean, maybe that's the tireless angler right there. Reeling it into his little rowboat. About it with a big attack. Kill it. About it. He's a very good fisherman. Ooh, dragon turtle. Well, island. Let's do a little fishing. Another Great Shark? We will take it. This is kind of working now, past the turn. Like, now I don't know. Like, tireless angler does offer a lot of value once it gets going. Once it gets going, it is getting some big stuff every turn. Anime? Yeah. Yeah. What BoJack season was that one? I did watch the whole series. About it. Tainted Adversary again. And let's kill it. Opponent kills our stuff. Makes a zombie. Grows the champion of the Perished. Jadar. Well, we will Great Shark it. Number 2. Oh. The big fish stories are actually coming true. Well, that's a fish. We'll take it. Okay. Time for the big ones. This is where we want to catch the Megalodon or whatever. All right, Pouncing Shore Shark. That's fine. That's fine. Play a starfish. Go attacking. Go attacking with the Great Shark. You can never have too many fish. Never. I feel like Great Shark was really underrated during its time. I agree. I also think it's pretty underrated. Fell Stinger. Ooh, I wish we had a Great Shark for that. All right. Well, that resolves. I mean, there is a cost. You do got to play a lot of islands in your mana base. But once it gets going, like, play a land, draw a card, that's pretty powerful. Like, play a land, draw an extra card each turn, even if you're drawing kind of janky fish, is still pretty strong about it. It is the Discover mechanic from Hearthstone. Very, very close to the Discover mechanic from Hearthstone. Well, let's do some pouncing onto a starfish. Put it over. That shark. The whole shark mutate pile. Don't need that. We want to land. Okay, there's the land. There's the land. Give us more fish. Give us more big fish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Serpent Yawning Depths. Wait, this doesn't apply to sharks, does it? Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. We don't have any of those. All right, well, hopefully it's good in the future once we draw some of those. I mean, I guess it's still a 6/6 unblockable itself, so that's fine. We can scry with our Shore Shark. Yeah, why doesn't this trigger? Also, how do you catch that thing? That's another one. You can see the boat floating up there. That is a crazy looking serpent. That serpent's $16 in paper. So was this, where was this printed? All right, opponent's got removal. Was that printed in, like, it is some weird supplemental product, like the weird, like, commander or whatever? The weird commander cards that show up nowhere. It's got to be something like that, because it definitely wasn't in a main set, and it wasn't a commander precon. All right, let's keep. We managed to fish every turn, which is good. Ooh. All right. Well, more shore sharks, not bad. Play the Hermit to deal with future removal. Go to combat. Attack with the Great Sharks. I mean, Tireless Angler has been insane this game. Like, it has been super, super good. Theme Booster. Thank you. That was what I was looking for. The words I was looking for about it. Going to block. Wow. Lots of blocks. Sure. Well, the zombies are beating the sharks somehow. At the moment. Makes a token, makes a token. I mean, I think we're going to win this game, though. I think the Tireless Angler just staying on the battlefield is going to win this game. Like, it's actually going to happen. You just want to hear me say Archipelago. I think that's it. I think you're just trying to get me to pronounce it. Got an ad for Spell Slingers. Didn't that game get canceled? We were trying to figure that out yesterday. Someone asked us a question about that on the podcast, two friends, and I honestly didn't realize that was a game. And then I heard it was originally called, what, Valor's Reach? And I kind of remember the Valor's Reach thing. I do remember that. Well, let's keep pouncing. The old pounce and bounce. Bounce that, bounce that. Replays it. Well, let's cry for an island. Dragon Turtle to the bottom. Oh, wow. Okay. Another angler. Oh, okay. No attacks. If we can find an island, we get 2 fish now. Archipelago. About it. Yeah, Headless Rider is really good. Really good in a zombie deck. Sure. You may Jadaras. We just want to hit an island to do some fishing. All right. Scry is an island, Shore Shark. That's not an island. Okay. Untap upkeep Scry. Island. It would be interesting to play with some sort of ramp deck. Some sort of deck where you can like tutor islands onto the aha, there it is. Some deck where you like rampant growth islands onto the battlefield would probably be pretty powerful with this. It would probably have to be historic, but ooh, all right. Serpent returns. Maybe this is actually a lot better than we gave it credit for. We still need something to go with this, but we're about to get 3. We're about to get 3 shore sharks on top of each other, all on top of a starfish. Lol. Well, all right. Yeah, we don't really want that to happen, so stop the lol. And opponent done. We outfished him. Also, I think have you ever gone fishing? How many of you have actually went fishing? I think that this card also captures the tediousness of the pursuit of fishing. If you've ever went fishing, it is the most boring thing that you can possibly do, in all honesty. Like, you sit there and you throw your thing in the water, and then you reel your thing back in, or maybe you don't even reel back in. Maybe you get a bobber and you just let it sit there, and you sit there for hours and hours. And sometimes it moves a little and you get excited, but it's always just the wind or something, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. You just do that forever. And then you go back home and you're like, wow, that was fun. We went fishing. And then you tell your opponent, then you tell your friends your story about how you caught a fish that, was this big, even though you really just sat there and looked at the water for 5 hours. This deck kind of plays like that. It wins very, very slowly, so it kind of has a little bit of the tedium of fishing. So I think Tireless Angler is like a double flavor win. Not only is the flavor of it catching things like Fleet Swallower hilarious, but it also captures the boringness of the sport of fishing. I I mean, no offense, if anyone loves fishing, and I'm being a little bit snarky, but I do find it very boring. I had actually the friend who taught me how to play Magic really like fishing also. So there was a few times that I went fishing with him because he wanted to go fishing, and I mean, it's kind of fun if you got a bunch of friends, kind of like a commander game or something. If you got a bunch of friends and maybe you got some drinks or something, and everyone's just like kind of hanging out and having a good time, then it's okay. But that's not because you're fishing; it's because you're hanging out with your friends. That's more about the social aspects than the fishing aspects. But I do think fishing in general is really boring. And I think I told you my traumatic fishing experience from a child, where my dad wanted me to go fishing, so I went fishing and I caught a fish, and I didn't really connect how that worked, like what catching a fish really meant. So I caught this fish, and my dad put it in a bucket and drove it home with us, and then he told me he was going to skin it and eat it, and I couldn't handle the thought of that poor little fish getting killed because I caught it. So I was kind of little at that point, but I started crying, and I ended up crying enough that he finally gave up on eating the fish, and I made him drive it back to the pond where I caught it and put it back. So that was my first experience with fishing. Stories of the 18. I probably more like, I don't know, 8 or something, 6. Like I was pretty little, not quite 18, but yeah. So that was my first fishing experience. What do we do here? Nothing. We need our fisherman. We need a fisherman, malevolent and hermit. You know, I guess we play the land. I guess we're just gonna start playing dragon turtles. Like, without a fisherman, our deck does a lot less. Oh, no. I am not a vegetarian. It was more, I mean, I love eating meat, actually. And I honestly don't have anything against people who hunt to feed themselves or whatever. Like, that doesn't bother me. But for some reason, the idea of, like, me being responsible for hurting the fish, I couldn't deal with it. Like, that was something I couldn't deal with. But yeah, no, I don't have anything. I mean, I love eating meat. Meat is probably my favorite thing to eat. So I've never went hunting. Yeah, I've never actually been hunting at all, which is kind of surprising because that's a pretty big thing in upstate New York. A lot of hunters from around here. That's kind of like a thing that people do. But yeah, I've never been hunting at all. That's another activity that I don't get it. Like, I've never done it even once, but the people that I know that do it, I do not understand the appeal of, like, okay, I'm going to go out in the woods and I'm going to sit on a tree stump or whatever, and I'm going to sit there in the freezing cold, snowiness of upstate New York, and I'm just going to sit here for like 8 hours and hope that something walks by me that I can shoot. That does not sound like a fun afternoon. Even discounting the, like, you know, shooting animals and all that stuff, like, it just does not sound enjoyable. That does not sound like a good time. Yeah, recreational hunting, that does actually kind of bother me. If you're just hunting to kill, that's something that bothers me. If you're hunting to eat, then that doesn't bother me. And I know people have different thoughts and opinions on that, but for me personally, like, I don't know. I know people that don't have, honestly, I know people that upstate New York is also not a very rich area. People think of think of New York as being like fairly well-to-do, but upstate New York is actually pretty rural and pretty poor. And I know people who, like, especially like growing up, I knew people who would go hunting and like the meat that they would get from the deer was a really huge part of their diet and was like actually like kind of necessary for them to you know, get by to some extent. So that aspect of hunting, like I'm kind of, I can accept, I can understand why it's kind of necessary, but if you're just wanting to go like kill an elephant or something, or even a deer or a bunny, like I don't get that. Jaguar for the 47th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, I guess we're going aggro. I mean, we do have more power on the battlefield at the moment. Like, maybe we can just race? Is that a thing that can happen here? About it. Untaps. And hits us for 2. Sure. I mean, again, we're just winning the race. I don't think we have to do anything crazy. We can just try to race our opponent. Yeah, let's divide by 0. Make him pick up the butler. Grab a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, we got to find the fisherman. Grab the teachings. We need to find the fisherman. That's what this is all about. Opponent passes. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent takes it. Maybe. All right, gonna kill the dragon turtle. Sure, that's fine. They still take 2. They drop to 11. We play Pappy Part 2. Pass the turn. Where's our fisherman? Opponent. Modest Mouse for the strokes. Ooh, that's actually a really good question. I enjoy both of them, but if I was just going to tier rank them, Modest Mouse would be ahead of the strokes for me. I really like the Strokes' first album, and I think their second album was pretty good, but some of their later stuff I didn't really listen to a ton. Modest Mouse, I guess they're kind of the same way, but I think peak Modest Mouse is better than peak Strokes when it comes down to it. Like, I think the best albums from Modest Mouse beat out the best albums from the Strokes. So I think that means Modest Mouse is a little bit ahead. They're both very good though. I do like both of them quite a bit. Tap down the butler, I guess. Did I listen to oh boy, Old Modest Mouse is top tier overall for me. Lonesome Crowded West and Moon in Antarctica are some of just like my favorite albums. Good News is also, for me, Good News is ranks a little bit behind. The more like polished sound is a little awkward for me with Modest Mouse, but yeah, those two albums in specific are like a couple of my favorite albums. The first Strokes album is also an album I really like from start to finish. The second Strokes album is kind of okay, and then after that I kind of just don't care. I love hearing you guys talk about music. Always bands I've never heard about except for here. Yeah, I guess I listen to a lot of odd music, maybe. What is our opponent doing here? No, we can't really do it. Okay. Sure. Huh, awkward. Where's our fisherman? Where's our fisherman? So I assume our opponent's going to try to Hive of the Eye Tyrant to exile a Pappy from our graveyard, and we're going to try to Spectral Adversary it. Also, they finally added Troutmask Replica from Captain Beefheart to Spotify. I know I've talked about this album before, but it's not easy to find. It wasn't easy to find because it wasn't on Spotify or any of those places. I always try to make people listen to it, and I will try to make you listen to it as well. One of the best albums ever made, in my opinion. About 9 out of 10 people I make listen to it end up hating me for it and don't like it. But really, you gotta listen to it like 7 times. The seventh listen is where it really kicks in. So give it a chance. You gotta give it a full chance. Opponent, we're just gonna try to win. We got another spectral adversary we can flash in. Opponent. Yeah, early aughts indie was. That was when I was probably. All right. That was when I was kind of like most involved in the music scene, I guess. So yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of early aughts indie. All right, so opponent gets a bunch of triggers. Oh, well, for not having a fisherman, we're still putting up a pretty good fight here. Although I wish we had a fisherman. Opponent gets back champion of the parish. Well, spectral adversary. Kick it. Might as well phase it out. Untap. Play the land. Teachings. Draw 3. Clone crafter. Find us a zombie. All right, Undead Butler. Hit ya. Down to 3. Pass the turn. Opponent adapts. Oh. Yeah, phasing out our own creatures probably would have been wise, wouldn't it? We're going to cast the adversary anyway. So yeah, phasing out our own creatures probably would have been a little better. Meat Hook X2. Wow, opponent is... They're fighting the good fight. They're fighting the good fight. Get some triggers. We really need a fisherman. That's what's missing in all this, is the fisherman. Another champion of the parish. Well, all right. Geist. Land. Butler. You better not mill all of our fishermen. Oh, all right, one fisherman. But if Butler dies, we can get back the fisherman. Maybe. Come on, we just need to go fishing. Do I like Pinback? I actually do. I actually do. Pinback, they, even in the world of early aughts indie, for some reason really sticks out is having this unique sound. They very much have their own sound. Boy, that's a lot of Meat Hook Massacres. They very much have their own sound. And I like it. It's like super smooth and mechanic almost, but yeah, I really do. Opponent. I haven't listened to him in a long time, but I do. Oh, yes. That's what we wanted to see. 2 fishermen. Opponent, if you kill our fisherman, I swear. Ah, yes. Tutor us up a fish, tireless angler, or 2. So we got some fishing Freds. Tireless angler number 1. Well, we're taking the big boy. Wow, those are whiffs. Skyfish, I guess. Play the Skyfish. Pass the turn. Well, Archipelago, or can I take it down? I finished my last commander deck for the year, working on a script for next year's video. Gonna deep dive into theory crafting regarding board wipes and interaction in EDH. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of RAS for a creature tribal deck. Like a kind of crazy amount of RAS for a creature tribal deck. Oh, all right. Here's the 7/7. What a weird way for this to go, with our opponent repeatedly sweeping the board with their tribal aggro deck, Infernal Grasp. I mean, I guess we're in trouble now, Tina. Oh my god, we're gonna lose this. Wrath number 49 was just barely enough to pull our opponent through. Gets in. Oh, all the islands, none of the fish, and our opponent 49 RAS, and that's enough. So I don't know what to think of fishermen. I don't know if fishermen slow play. How does slow play throw a game? I don't know if fisherman's actually good or not. Upside is drawing a card every turn is pretty powerful. And we did get to see it be good when we were hitting Great Sharks in the Bounce Mutate Shark. Then it was actually really good. On the other hand, those last piles were pretty bad. And it is pretty slow. I don't know. I'm still not sure. I still like the card. Maybe there's another way to build around it rather than kind of the blue tempo plan. I think that was also like a ridiculously tough matchup in the fact that our opponent was somehow both aggro and also playing every Wrath in existence, which... Oh, I see what you're saying. Should have been more aggressive in the mid game. Nah, that could be true. I thought you were meaning we played like our clock was running down too much, like that kind of slow play. But yeah, I mean, maybe. Although our opponent had so many Wraths in hand that if we emptied our hand, we probably would have just gotten wrecked by the Wraths anyway, but who knows? Who knows? I do think we should have phased out our creatures that one turn, but with how it turned out, our opponent just had like so many Wraths. The deck is weak without an Angler. Yeah, I mean, this was kind of built to be, what can you do with Angler? Like, that was the idea of the deck. Maximize Angler's potential. And if you don't draw the Angler, you're left playing a lot of jankier stuff. I don't know, maybe it could be some sort of Delver Shell. Another possibility, the biggest challenge I think with Angler is missing out on, or Alchemy is missing out on dual lands that are islands. So I feel like if you're not drawing with Angler every land drop, and you have like 5 islands in your deck or something, then it's obviously unplayable. It would be very interesting. Maybe we got to try like Historic Angler. In Historic, you could play a deck that had like Fabled Passage, a bunch of shock lands, along with some islands, and be 2 or even 3 colors, and then you can play like Angler Control, Angler Midrange, while in Alchemy, you're kind of limited to like mono blue, essentially. So yeah, no dual lands that are islands in Standard / Alchemy, but is there a way to bounce islands in Standard Alchemy? Good question. I think so. Although I'm not sure there are any super good ones. Oh, is this Historic? Oh, it's limited? Okay. I think there's like a 6-drop green creature. Wayward Guide Beast, I guess. Combo with the Bad Goblin Guide. I think there's, yeah, Kazandu Stomper. When it enters battlefield, bounce 2 lands. So that would be a possibility. I mean, you could try to go extra land drops with it. That would be kind of interesting. Maybe some sort of maybe Graveyard Splendid Reclamation, like Slogger Splendid Reclamation, Fisherman Loam, where you just try to like fill your graveyard with lands and then get them all back into play. Could you imagine how many fish you could make with? Could you imagine how many fish you could make if you Splendid Reclamation like 10 islands into play? That would actually be kind of awesome. That would be kind of sweet. Well, anyway, I think that is the end of our Alchemy exploration for today. Good news is we got another stream this week, I think. So fingers crossed. I'm planning on streaming Thursday. We know that there's Kamigawa spoilers. If they spoil a bunch of stuff, I might have to do a spoiler video instead. But at this point, I'm planning on doing a stream on Thursday. And then next week, I think we're streaming all week next week as well. And then the following week, between Christmas and New Year's, we might miss some time. But we got more Alchemy stuff to explore. I promise we're not only an Alchemy stream, though. We'll definitely play some more Modern. There's a ton of Modern coming up on the YouTube. So, Decaro Smith. Hey, what's up, Sally? So, welcome to the Bitch Bowl. I'm glad you enjoyed that deck. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So, reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube if you want to go back and see any of our sweet fish or any of our other decks. You can find it there. Normal YouTube. Check out yesterday's Budget Magic. It was a pretty fun Modern deck. Playing some Doran. It's been a while since we've Doraned in Modern, so definitely check that out. And one more reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com/goldfish. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. I know regular spoiler season doesn't start until January, so we still got a little time, but they're doing 1 day of early spoilers Thursday during WotC's weekly stream. So we're getting a sneak peek in some spoilers. Who knows how much it'll be. In the past, I don't know if you remember this, story time before we go. In the past, when they were releasing, Fate Reforge. They actually spoiled Ugin, the best Chases card in the set, early on Christmas morning. So there is some precedent for Wizards spoiling really good, exciting cards around the holiday time for the upcoming winter set. So anyway, everyone, most importantly, thank you to all of you. I appreciate y'all. You're amazing and awesome. I appreciate you hanging out and having fun. Even if you don't like Alchemy, like, it still means a lot to me that you just want to hang out and have fun in these afternoons. So I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully for some more fun. Until then, have an amazing night. Have an amazing Wednesday. I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon.